crowd roar for Showdown 15. It's underway. Clark was in the ruck, and here's Kane Corns paddling it out in front of him. Burgoyne goes off the ground. It'll be hard and fast early. Play the percentages early, and Ebert does so. Boundary throwing quickly.
Ian Perry picking up Treadray.
Yeah, we suspected it as McGregor goes forward. That's Crow's only option is Perry on Treadray. He's got to do a good job, especially early. Otherwise, Gary Ayres will be forced to make some moves, and that'll be McGregor back.
That's as hard a job as you can get in the AFL. Warren Treadray. Clark, quick give. Slips it to Rashudo. Long ball. McGregor. One arm. He's already got one on Chad Corns. Terrific start from him. Wheels around the goal square. Carey back. Edwards! Couldn't mark it. Ball still alive. Wilson wants the boundary. Finds it just in time.
Great start by Kenny McGregor. One-on-one duel against Chad Corns. Held his ground. Took the mark. Toby Thurston's there. Jared Polton. Part of Port Adelaide's depth on the interchange bench.
What a buzz around the ground at Football Park. Fox footy. Here's a chance. Corns didn't really hit the target. He was looking for Wanganeen. Toss back in. Wayne Carey, there's been a lot of talk about his future. If he's going to stand up tonight, could be the night. Wakeland's got the job, the two number twos. McGregor worked his way to the front. Quick snap! And Stengline has kicked a goal. What a start for the Crows.
Great start by the Crows. Tyson Stengline really developing into a quality midfielder, not just a run-with player. This is the area the Crows have been so dominant in over the previous years. We haven't seen it this year. Inside 50, a boundary throw-in, so dangerous. Kenny McGregor gets his hand to the ball. Tyson Stengline, wrong side, kicks a goal. That is vintage Crows and the start they were looking for.
Great start by the Crows. Stengline just his second goal for 2004. McGregor involved already twice. What a buzz around Amy Stadium. It's a Port Adelaide home game, but as you can expect for a showdown, plenty of Adelaide supporters here. Ebert couldn't take possession. Schofield off the side. McLeod breaks. Edwards on the lead. Got him. What do you think, Chris? One-on-one, Kingsley and Edwards out of the goal square.
Yeah, not a good matchup. Tyson Edwards, for a little bloke, plays very well tall. Has a great mark overhead, can certainly lead and has got some pace. Good matchup if you're Gary Ayres sitting in the coach's box. And normally a pretty reliable kick too. Port Adelaide started nervously. A couple of handling errors, missing some targets. The Crows have got to get off to a flyer. This is a big kick. Scoreboard pressure important on a night like tonight.
5 goals, 3 for the season coming into this game. Kick from about 35 metres. Right behind it. Just pulls it left. Not a good finish, really. And as Chris mentioned, usually very reliable on set shots.
Certainly is. He's a better kick than that last week against Geelong. We saw Adelaide burn the ball 4 or 5 times in front of goal. Proved pretty costly in the end. They've got to kick those goals if they're going to win this game of footy. They need everything going for them. A bad miss from Tyson Edwards.
Kingsley brings the ball into play. Finds Corns. What a season he is having at centre-half back. To Burgoyne. Club game's record holder tonight. Back to Corns. Touch of the fumbles. Does well. Hurries the kick. Kicks the ball out towards the centre wing. Ebert got pushed out of the contest by Doughty. Good young player Ebert. Here's Carey's got it.
No advantage, Wayne.
Now the ball is coming back, and we can hear quite clearly no advantage to the Crows. Doughty is on centre wing. Pumps the ball in. Big pack of players. Coming out was Johncock. Couldn't take it. Edwards did well. Clark does a 360. Stands and delivers to the square. Danger here for the power. Getting back was McGregor. Corns does well under pressure. Gives it across. James charges out of the back line. Hammers the ball along the ground looking for the boundary line. Massey. Can he make ground in front of Matner? Surgeon was there as well. Here's a chance now. Bassett rockets the ball to Massey from the half back line to the half forward line. Johncock couldn't take it. Burden at ground level. Pulled off the ball. Good play by McGregor. Taken by Stengline. Working hard now. Chance for Carey. The King's got it. Inside the centre square. He's caught. Bashudo caught high. No free. Doughty. Loose ball. Needs support. Gets it from Perry. He's got the big job playing on Treadray. Goes wide. The race is on. Stengline and Burgoyne to McLeod in game number 200. He's got Corns as his shadow. What a contest that will be.
Yeah, there's the match-up. We thought Kane Corns on Andrew McLeod. Corns last week with 35 touches, getting plenty of the ball, but he is the only player that can run with and keep up with Andrew McLeod. Has done the job on him before.
A couple of youngsters on the Adelaide bench, and Hudson and Bock, only a few games between them. Here's Port Adelaide, who really haven't got any flow as yet. Nice kick, though, from Burgoyne to Cassisi. Player through the middle is Schofield. As you'd expect for a showdown, the intensity is there, but at the moment they've let Schofield run free. Burgoyne was his target. That's Sean Burgoyne. Massey came back to help out, and Chris Massey's got some real pace. A lot of people don't think that because of the way he plays, but he has.
No, got some good pace, been in pretty good form too over the last couple of weeks. Been a shining light for the Crows in defence. Just needs his body to hold up, and he has been a very good player.
What about the noise going around the ground? It's just unbelievable here at Football Park.
Here's Port Adelaide. Salopek. Burgoyne round the body. Hasn't got enough on it. Treadway. Second chance. Goal. The big man stood tall. Recovered. Finished off. He's got his first. The Powers' first foray inside their 50, a goal.
Yeah, and didn't they look dangerous? Sean Burgoyne on the end of it, but have a look at this bloke, just so strong, holds his feet, Perry goes to ground, walk in goal. That is the worry for the Crows. Can Ian Perry go with Warren Treadray on that occasion? The answer was no.
Well, there is that man on screen. Warren Treadray has bid at 24 goals for the season.
I'm just telling you just to watch it. Okay?
Taking the most marks in the competition.
Get aggressive when somebody says something to you.
And there's Darren Goldspink.
He's having a go at Kane Corns, isn't he?
Yes, don't get aggressive every time someone has a crack at you, he said.
Interesting, boys, to see Brett Burton playing loose inside the back 50 for the Crows. Just a loose kick behind the play.
Crows 1-1-7, lead Port. One goal, Lade went up early, taken by Clark, read it well. Pumps the ball inside 50. John Cock came through hard. Wanganeen with those clean hands. Burgoyne's been lively in this first quarter. Gets it back to Bishop. Finds Corns. Backtracks. Round the corner. Just tumbles into the arms of Wanganeen to Burgoyne. Goes wide. And standing his ground was Brogan. Marks in front of Clark. That is such an important duel. We heard Mark Williams say before the game. Here's a chance. McLeod thumps the ball forward. Big fist away. It was strong play. Taken by Matner. Hammers the ball. John Cock. Loose player. It's all set up. Tyson Edwards. Over the top. And kicks a goal. McGregor. Tremendous play by the Crows.
Poor disposal, kills you every time. Andrew McLeod forces the turnover, destroys the ball. Jericho gets the crumb. The young kid in only his first couple of games with the Adelaide Footy Club finds Graham Johncock all on his own. All the power plays had pushed forward, anticipating them getting used to the footy. And we know in modern day footy, turnovers kill you. Kenny McGregor gets an important goal for the Crows.
McGregor with his first, and you don't often get him that easy in a showdown. A little handball over the top. Crows back out to a 7-point lead. Stengline hasn't cleared it from the contest. Good hands. Carey got it from Rashudo. The senior players combining. McGregor probably should have taken that one on the chest.
Oh, did it well.
Still kept it alive though. Wilson slips. Stolen by John Cock. And has kicked a behind. Gee, we were behind that. It looked pretty close.
Looked a goal from here, didn't it? But great work from Kenny McGregor. Went to ground, had the presence of mind to knock the ball back to an opponent. Great work from Kenny McGregor. Probably better known as a defender, but doing some great work as a forward for the Crows over the last few weeks.
4 scoring shots to 1. Inside 50, 6 to 1. So they've had their chances, Adelaide, and they may get another one here. Port failed to clear. Wanganeen out to Peter Burgoyne, up through the middle. Ebert. Good solid bump from Stengline. Ball still with Port though. Schofield, so often in space, can go wide if he wants to. Get it back himself to go on his own. The pass is ill-directed though. Henschel under pressure. Solid. Back to Burton. Jericho on the wing. Ball goes over his head. He should get the run of it. Oh, there's some pressure there, and he's kept it in. Ebert. Jericho comes back. Didn't panic, or did he? They've still got the ball, Adelaide. Burton off one step. 3-on-1 though. Should suit Corns, and it does.
Corns on the stretch, and some rebound play. Gets it from Schofield. Charges the edge of the centre square. Inside 50. Pulled off the ball was Massey. Clever tap. Came from Burgoyne. This could bounce through. Treadray has got two. What a player. He is a man mountain. He is a star.
And he doesn't have to do it in the air, he can do it on the ground as well. He's just got such a great football brain. That's what makes him such a quality player. Goes for the ball in the air, recovers, gets the handball off Burgoyne. 2 kicks, 2 goals for Warren Treadray. And again, the headache just gets a little bit worse for Gary Ayres. Ian Perry, not a natural defender. Too much space, and you can't give this bloke an inch.
Number 25 for the year for Treadray. The assist, a classic from Sean Burgoyne.
Certainly was. And Port Adelaide haven't got their game going yet, but look dangerous when they get the ball inside 50.
Lade has a look. Clark down to Stengline. That's his target at the moment in the centre square. Welsh! Well, we've seen McGregor take a one-hander. Scotty Welsh has joined the act.
Class player too, Scotty Welsh. Hasn't had the best of seasons so far. Once again, injury interrupted. But you've got to like that matchup if you're Gary Ayres. Welsh is capable in the air, certainly capable off the deck. Can kick a miraculous goal. Michael Wilson, a very good player, but just a little bit short. Scotty Welsh needs to kick this goal.
He was the leading goal kicker back in the year 2000. He's got 2 for the year. Make it 3. Another one to Adelaide. Adelaide 3-2. Port Adelaide 2 goals. And they're winning it out of the centre at the moment, Chris, 4-1.
And so clearly then, the bounce favoured Matty Clark. Stengline on the end, unopposed. Just bangs it inside 50. Doesn't have to be pretty, but when you get your defender one-on-one as Welsh did then, body strength 1 in the end, that's what Adelaide have to do. Get it inside 50, isolate their forwards one-on-one, and Scott Welsh one-on-one is a dangerous player. And there's the change.
Crows by 8 points, 3-2-20. Port, 2 straight goals, 12. Clark will come charging in, jumps right into Brogan. Stengline so good in close, kicked off the ground by Burgoyne. Out to Bassett, comes away for the Crows, heads wide, and McGregor running very hard in front of Corns. Couple of early marks, great for the confidence. Edwards from behind. James gets the ball across. It was clever play to Cassisi, much improved player. Kane Corns tied up in the tackle by Edwards.
Great tackling from Tyson Edwards last week. The Crows could not lay a tackle, and if they did, it was broken far too easily. Tyson Edwards tonight setting the standard.
Boundary throw in, 60 metres around from the Crows' goal. Rashudo caught in the tackle.
Easy. Right, guys, good tackle. Thanks, mate.
2 goals to Warren Treadray and singles for the Crows to McGregor, Welsh and Stengline. Clark getting his hands on the ball, laid. Thought he had it and lost it. Strong play by James, tried to bullock his way out of trouble.
Not even a chance to get it out.
So it's a ball up on 50.
Right, tackle's all right.
Gary Ayres and Mark Williams working the phones. Laid does well. The juggler caught in the tackle by Rashudo. The raging bull had him. McLeod tried a bit of magic, squeezed up on the boundary line.
That's the barometer for the Crows when they're tackling hard, chasing hard, doing the 1%ers. They are on song. Andrew McLeod, 200th game tonight. Kane Corns doing a pretty reasonable job on him in the early minutes of this game.
So it's a boundary throw in on 50. Crows lead by 8.
Interesting to see Nathan Bassett following Brenton Lade all over the ground tonight.
Lade just laid it off to Corns. Back to Jude. Such a thumping kick. Goes wide. Great vision. And finds Lade at halfback.
Good running by the big man, because he knocked it back to Kane Corns and then took off to the wing, knowing that Brogan was there from where he left. So they're working hard, the Port Adelaide big men, and this is Roger Jones. I have to say, one of my favourite players in the AFL. Great to see him back.
Yeah, had trouble with the groin, but looks like he's moving pretty well tonight.
Hugh started on the bench. Treadray, so often the target. Sean Burgoyne also. Ball at ground level. Sean Burgoyne, Bassett goes back, throws in the numbers. Sean Burgoyne, a little hand on it, kept it alive. He's still going. He's still going. What can he do? Give it back to Treadray. Oh, he hooked it too far. Gee, you wouldn't have thought that. Just get the feeling they've got a nice little relationship there, haven't they, Burgoyne and Treadray?
Certainly do. Brett Adelaide comes from the ground. Toby Thurston's comes on, just showing the great depth Port Adelaide have. Danger spot here for the Crows, though.
Boundary throw in. Perry towards the goal front. Rashudo slipped it to McLeod. They needed some class there and they found it. Wobbles the kick towards the boundary line, not going to make it. Thurston's good hit. Treadray stands, thinks, delivers, spots up the body and finds Kasisi. Well, we talk about Treadray, Chris. He's kicked a couple of goals, been involved a few times, hasn't really taken a mark. It's all been at ground level.
Certainly has, and that's his beauty. He's so good at ground level as well. Good either side of his body. We know how dangerous his left leg is. Roger James comes from the ground as part of that rotation. They'll need to look after him tonight. Jared Bolton comes on. Kasisi in charge of the ball inside 50 for Port.
He's been a bit wayward so far. 2 goals, 6 from 45. Pretty good off the boot. Likes it. Goal to Port Adelaide. Margin back to 2 points.
Yes, and with a loose ball at ground level, that's what's let the Crows down over the last month. Not enough numbers at the contest. On ball is not working anywhere near hard enough. Too much time for Toby Thurston and Warren Treadray to do as they please. Kasisi gets on the end of it. If the Crows are going to win this game of footy, their midfielders need to work hard. They need to win ball at ground level. Port Adelaide with a slight advantage in that area tonight so far.
The Crows 3-2-20. Port Adelaide 3 straight goals, 18. That man on screen, Kasisi, has just kicked his 3rd goal of the season. We've played just over 17 minutes in this first quarter. Thumped down that time. Being pinched by Kingsley to Brogan to Jew. Comes out of the centre square. Wants to set it up. The run will come. Thurston's had it and lost it. Pinched by Massey to Perry. They'll share the ball around. Burton finds Massey, comes away from half back, has to kick hurriedly, he's been crunched. Pack of players, Stengline has been handy. From early touches, been marked by Corns. He's got the job playing on McLeod here, comes Treadray. Stands and delivers a big bomb! A big bomb! It's a big goal! He's got 3. He's the man to stop.
That is the left foot we've been talking about. Warren Treadray again without a mark, but what an influence on this game of footy. Trouble times now for Gary Ayres. The move has to come very soon. He won't want to take Kenny McGregor away from centre half forward. But Port Adelaide overusing for a while.
But just watch this hit though. This is indicative of a showdown. Just watch Stewie Jew coming here. Bang! Thank you very much.
Again, they force the turnover. They get the loose ball. They kick a goal. And Warren Treadray on Ian Perry. Oof, it can't last much longer.
3 goals to Treadray, yet to take a mark as I mentioned. Port Adelaide in front for the first time. Peter Burgoyne going wide to Kingsley. Bassett arrives. Kingsley slips, gets up, gives it back to Thurston's. Over the top. Chance for Surgeon. Goal square. Great mark. Outstanding mark. Dean Brogan. But Kane Corns is a KB. My apologies.
No, Brogan, but Corns kicked it down to him.
Fantastic mark by Dean Brogan. Backing back into the pack. And all of a sudden the power with a bit of a lift there, Chris. Yep, out of the middle. They've won the last couple out of the middle.
Well, Burgoyne's the man, I think, that's getting so much ball out the middle. Tyson Stengline in charge of the job on him. Burgoyne's had it 9 times. Stengline's had it 7, but Burgoyne's done the damage. Brogan with a great contested mark. Should goal.
Dean Brogan Gee, shaved the post, but still kicks the goal. All of a sudden, the margin's 10 points to the Power.
Yes, and they don't need to go inside the forward 50 to be dangerous too often. Dean Brogan with a contested mark. If it's not Treadray, it's Brogan, it's Slade. The options are enormous for Mark Williams. And the discipline to hit the head of the square, that's the kick. Knowing you've got a bloke who can take a contested catch. Dean Brogan, the man on that occasion.
Well, Peter Burgoyne's doing all the trouble around that centre square. He's had it 9 times. 3 goals to Port in just 4 minutes. And 12 marks to 6 in favour of Port as well. Brogan in the ruck. There's Burgoyne again. He has got to be stopped. Here's a chance. Ebert slides onto the ball. Picked up by Matner. Comes away from half-back. Chris McDermott likes his style of play. To Massey, who's been busy as well, gives it across to Begley. So the Crows on the charge inside 50. McGregor has done well, leading Corns to the ball. Carey's in the square. Can the King take a mark? He's got Wakeland to beat. Carey, quick snap. He's kicked a goal. Well, that's team lifting stuff for Wayne Carey. Strong body in front of Wakeland, and maybe still the agility to do the stuff at ground level.
Well, he's still got the brain, that's for sure. Maybe the body's going, but the brain is still strong. Again, holds his feet, knows where the goals are, great reflexes, kicks an important goal.
Chris, you're surprised? There's still plenty of time in this first quarter. We've seen 9 goals already. Thinking maybe 12 goals might win it.
Absolutely.
It's a real shootout.
Didn't expect it to be a shootout. Don't think the Crows can win if it is, but at the moment it's a great game of footy. They're hanging in there. We feel if it's a blowout, Port Adelaide the one capable of kicking 20 goals, but the Crows are hanging in tough.
Still 7.5 minutes remaining. The margin's just 4 points as the Roo tries to bang his way through. Gets a free kick. Umpire Derek Woodcock saying he was caught high, and the captain slides it off to Massey. And think about Burt.
Stewie, that's it.
Stewie Dew does a good job working the mark. Massey's kick. McLeod on the lead. Burton in front. Slipped in. Welsh ducks out of the tackle towards Carey, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Been a brilliant start to this game. Down to the boundary, Tip Sherry.
Stephen Salopek, who's just come on the ground, has got some writing written on his hand. Looked like Mum was on his left hand, but some trivia on him. He broke his tooth at training on Wednesday. He was mucking around the change rooms and actually missed training.
So there's the tackle, Hudson. Put him up. Just under 7 minutes left in his first quarter. It's been hectic. 5 straight goals to Port. The lead by 4 points. 4-2 Adelaide, 26. So ball up just outside 50. Hudson gets his hands on the ball. Cassisi. Here's Carey. Hammers the ball back. McLeod's playing at full forward now. They're changing McLeod and Tyson Edwards at full forward. Here's a chance for Jericho. Quick snap. Out of bounds on the full. It's interesting changing, Chris. McLeod and Tyson Edwards at full forward. Got Welsh playing up the ground. Carey's virtually playing as a half forward flanker. They've got Welsh playing in the pocket. McGregor at centre half forward.
Gary has had to try something different, and it's worth a try.
Kingsley wanted a kind bounce. John Cock closed very quickly. Forces him over the line for a toss back in.
Spoke about the influence of Warren Treadray. Interesting to see Nathan Bassett is the man now for Warren Treadray. Ian Perry had him for a while. 3 goals is long enough. Now Nathan Bassett.
Stengline has kicked a goal to the square. Jericho! Kicked off the ground by McLeod. It was clever play. Inaccurate.
Unfortunately for him, it's out of bounds on the full. As we take a look at who's been touching the footy the most, and we know how good Peter Burgoyne's been already. Stengline, though, doing the best for Adelaide. This is Kingsley breaking from his defensive 50. Pretty open outer side. Strong take by Surgeon out in front. Just holds it up for a second, waits for the lead. It comes now. Treadray. Treadray stood. 2 Crows went to ground. That's how big he is. Take a look at this. Bassett right with him. Messi doing the right thing, trying to help out. With courage came in front, but they both go to ground.
He got sandwiched, but
he stood his ground. Doughty, wrapped up by Salopek.
Held in, Stephen. Held in, no chance.
Umpire Corin Rowe explaining his decision there. Spot on. Adelaide leading the clearances. We're just over 5 minutes remaining. It's a 4-point game to Port Adelaide, and they're moving forward once again. Kingsley kept his hands free. Salopek. Good kick, gets plenty of distance around the body. There'll be a whistle there. Play on. Away they go. Salopek, Jew, within range. One step, he'll still get there. To the goal square. Who's alive? Treadray. Still going. Now we'll have a rush behind. He's always in the contest, even if it hits the ground, the big man can still be dangerous.
Just looks dangerous all the time, doesn't he? Just couldn't quite drag the ball back on that occasion. We spoke about Adelaide needing to win the loose footy. They're up 16-4 with the loose balls. That's where the game will be won and lost tonight. It's been a downfall of Adelaide's over the last couple of weeks. Doing very well in that department tonight.
Begley nearly tripped over the line. Take two. Goes wide. Looking for Hudson. Surgeon. Thurston's there as well. They've got a ball up.
No try opportunity.
Just under 5 minutes left now in this opening quarter. It's been hectic. There's been a huge buzz around the ground since the opening bounce. And it's Port by 5 points. Burgoyne has been a star. Tried to find Schofield, driven into the ground.
They've been sloppy, Port. They've made some poor handling errors. Not normally part of their games. Showing some nerves early in this contest.
Grogan versus Hudson. Does well. Gets his hands on the ball. Wins the crumb. Smothered off the boot by Schofield. (5-1-31) Port.
Chris, what have you made of Burgoyne v Stengline? I mean, 11 times Burgoyne's had it, but Stengline 8.
Far too many for Peter Burgoyne. Stengline's job is to take him out of the contest.
Rashudo beaten by Doughty, his teammate. Comes away with the ball, close to the line. Carey just tries to chip it across. Waited for Jericho. Read it well. Looks pretty lively tonight, Wayne Carey.
Yeah, he certainly does. So does this bloke too. He certainly gets around the park. Got great athleticism.
Carey just rushed all the way down to the half-forward line. Might be just relishing the fact he's away from the goal square. He's got a bit of momentum up. Here's a chance, Stengline. Couldn't take it. Lade was brave. And there's the Brownlow medalist, Mark Rashudo, taking a break.
Part of their policy, the Crows, they do rest Mark Rashudo. Last week he came off at the 15-minute mark for the first and second quarters. Part of their premeditated rotations, again off the ground tonight.
Power by 5 points. Kingsley had it and lost it. Kane Corns was good at ground level. So was Wilson. Chance for Cassisi, caught up in the tackle. Take two, and Edwards dumps him.
Dominic, your kick. Still holding on. John Tyson.
Free kick, Cassisi. Let's take a look, Chris.
No doubt the free kick was there.
Only to throw into the ground afterwards, and they maintain possession through Kingsley, right on centre wing.
Might have been worth it for the Crows with the aggression.
Absolutely, making a statement.
Treadray. Gee, that looked out the full. Umpire's right on the line, said play on. You're fine, Warren. You can do no wrong. Crows have the numbers, staying down Surgeon, caught by the legs. Port fans appealing for the free, not to be. Massey to Bassett. Henschel just banging it long. Clark's going to come from behind. Oh, look at that mark from Chad Corns. Back to Wangaleen. Spreading it wide to Schofield. Can kick up through the middle. Poulton. Peter Burgoyne again. Can he find the target? Yes, he can. Surgeon lively on the half-forward line for Port at the moment.
I tell you what, this kid, he was picked up late in the draft, but he can certainly play, no doubt about that. A real lively mover. Got some great speed. Built beautifully. Let's see if he can kick.
Just his 5th AFL game as we watch Peter Burgoyne just find him. Even slipped and still got in front of Burton. He's kicked 2 goals, 1. in those 4 games so far. Former South Fremantle player. Important kick. Oh, look at that. Well, for a guy that's in his 5th game of footy, he's got some smarts too.
No doubt, great presence of mind. Jared Polton just drifts down. Very poor checking from the Adelaide Footy Club. Again, they have been poor in that department over the last couple of weeks.
Not a bad bloke to give the ball to. You've seen him kick some important goals, of course, for Port.
Yeah, around siren time, he pops up.
He was good last week with an important goal against Collingwood when they needed him. So Jared Polton, again, like Stuart Dew, started on the bench, but can often have an impact. Inside 50, not bad. Just pulled it left, just to behind. One straight kick in it. Not long to go in this first quarter. Showdown 15.
And Port by one straight kick. 32 plays 26. Begley goes short for the Crows. Come away through Doughty. Goes wide, Matner. He's on the half-back flank. The Stengline. So he pinpointed it well. Stengline has had a lot of the ball. That's number 9. Back to Doughty. So a big transfer of play. Some run out of defence. Begley, who brought the ball back into play. The half-forward lines, the siren sounds. A very entertaining and tough opening quarter here at Football Park, Amy Stadium. And Adelaide 4-2-26. They trail by 6 points. Port 5-2-32.
Yes, just the start we're expecting for a showdown. Great intensity, great skills, some good finishing in front of goal. Gary Ayres would be pretty pleased, even though he's only down by 1 goal. This side is right in this match. Mark Williams knows what it's like to win showdowns. Warren Treadray, the man up forward, the danger man for Port Adelaide, with 3 goals. How many will he get tonight? Who knows? He's the premier forward in the competition. And the man to stop if Adelaide want to win this game.
Tonight's traditional rivals clash at the G in one of the biggest games of the season. Carlton versus Collingwood with everything to play for tonight on Fox Footy Channel.
Add a golden glow to this Mother's Day with Harvey Norman's gift ideas. Look good, feel great. Give a natural health a boost with these how-to DVDs, $14.95 each. Save on private collections, Eden Bedlin and Queen Quilt cover, now $135. And recording Mum's favourite programs is a cinch on LG's DVD recorder, $7.99. Plus, shop now at Harvey Norman and you could win one of 5 $10,000 gold movie passes. Wow! Conditions apply. See store for details.
At Colonial First State, our attitude towards investing is pretty simple. We manage the money as if it's our own, and that's because it is. You see, nearly everyone who works at Colonial First State has their own money invested with us too, including me. So if our investment performance isn't great, I don't just have problems with our investors, I get hell from the missus too.
At Bunnings Warehouse, every day. Like 12 rail clothes era, $9. Mouse sander and jigsaw pack, $99. Jumbuck outdoor gas heater, $199. 4 litre in-colour interior acrylic, $46.57. Yard broom, only $9.98. Or choose one of our handy gift cards. And if you happen to find a cheaper price on a stocked item, we'll beat it by 10%. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Sorry, Mick, but your car's cactus.
Fantastic.
Block's cracked.
At last.
Transmission leaks.
You little ripper.
And even if I tighten... Oh, mongrel.
Nectar of the gods.
Mate, you need a new car.
Now we're in business.
Announcing Toyota means business. It's our biggest event of the year, so find any excuse to get unbeatable Toyota value right now.
They really do mean business.
Join Robert Walls, Mike Sheehan and Gerard Healy live Monday on the couch for an exclusive interview with Peter Everett. After a colourful career as a cult figure with the high-flying Saints, we asked the champion ruckman if it really is a happy team at Hawthorn. Spider takes a seat on the couch, live and exclusive to Fox Footy Channel.
Hello, I'm Robert Walls. I coached over 347 games of AFL football. Now that's a lot of players. And after each game, I wrote a letter to every one of them. We're catching up with one of those players. Come and join us.
Tuesday, an exclusive insight into Carlton great Stephen Silvani.
It just got too much, really.
In the brand new series, Return to Sender.
Can you remember being told, tuck the jumper in, pull your socks up, look like a footballer?
It was probably the biggest disappointment of my career. Just expect the unexpected.
Tuesday on Fox Footy Channel.
Hi, I'm Matty Primus. I used to think beating the Crows was the most fun you could ever have. But being a guest on Living with Footballers is even better.
They're the chicks behind the big sticks. Living with Footballers, Thursday on Fox Footy Channel.
Back to Amy Stadium, showdown 15, quarter time, Port Adelaide leading by the one goal. Treadray we saw has kicked 3. The leading marking player in the competition hasn't taken a mark and he's kicked 3. Burgoyne's been everywhere with 12 disposal. Stengline's been on him, has taken 9, but I think that's a win for Port Adelaide at the moment. And Kerry McGregor with singles for Adelaide. And Gary has had plenty to say at quarter time. And also their assistant coach, Neil Craig, having plenty to say to Marty Matner and Brett Burton. Another game being played tonight is at the Telstra Dome between the Kangaroos and the Brisbane Lions. Replays are coming this game. Going to show you the score now. If you don't want to know the score, you can look away now. Opening quarter, Mark Williams also with plenty to say at quarter time. They got off to a good start, Adelaide. They kicked the first goal. McGregor and Edwards were a surprise. What has Port Adelaide done to change it? Let's find out from their assistant coach, Dean Bailey. He's with Tiffany Cherry.
Dean, pretty fired up, Mark Williams. Are you happy with the first quarter?
Oh, look, the showdowns are pretty competitive. The start of the game, they got some centre ball breaks on us, kicked a couple of goals from stoppages, but we fought our way back into it. So, no, it's what we expect, close game. Dominic DeCisi has been great for you so far this year. Another good job on Marcus Shooter. Yeah, no, Dom's been good. I think his goal that he kicks there shows that he's really improved from last year, so we expect more than this quarter. And one of the keys was the midfield and the delivery to Warren Treadway. Pretty happy with Peter Burgoyne, no doubt. Yeah, no, the boys in the middle are working pretty hard, and we've got a big target up forward to kick to. As long as we go to Treaders, we're still a chance to win the game. Thanks for talking to us, Steve.
Pretty composed in the Port Adelaide camp. They know what it's like to win these games. Chris, a lot of uncontested possessions at Port Adelaide, a lot of handballs. They're prepared to run it.
Yeah, overused the ball a bit too and certainly turned it over, made more mistakes than Adelaide. Adelaide capitalising on some turnovers from Port Adelaide, but a pretty good, even duel. The shootout we didn't expect.
Second quarter underway and Matty Clark winning it down to Stengline once again, and he's wrapped up by his opponent and he's holding the ball. Gee.
One arm was through, you must make an effort.
One arm. I'd like to see that again. Here we go. KB, what did you think?
That's tough.
That was pretty tough. Brendan Lade now, inside 50, Port Adelaide. Good punch from Henschel. Surgeon. Good tackle by Doughty. Salopek picked it up, tried to get through Burton. They'll have a ball up. 1 goal margin at quarter time. We're hopeful for another close game, as they often are. The last 5 within 3 goals. Brett Burton's been caught high and he gets a free kick. Port Adelaide crowd not happy. Across the shoulder there from Dominic Casisi. Umpire in the perfect position to spot that. Switches play to Perry. It's opened up here pretty well for Adelaide. Henshaw. Maybe a bit too far for Johncock because Gavin Wangeling's right with him. Not the player you want to have on your hammer. Johncock tries to burrow out of the tackle, it won't be. Another good start to this second quarter. Let's hear from Mark Aston down in the boundary.
A couple of interesting things happened at quarter time. Chris Massey was spoken to at great length by Neil Craig, Gary Ayres and Peter Curran, the 3 coaches. And Brett Burton was spoken to at length as well by Gary and Neil Craig. Brett, of course, running loose in defence. Nathan Bassett is a diabetic. He receives some attention.
Surgeon trying to paddle the ball along in front. Thanks for that, Mark. Pulled off the ball, Treadway.
Just did it well, didn't he? Just did it so well. Such a good head. Didn't pick the ball up. Trent Henschel, only a young player, makes a kid's mistake. Treadway milks the free kick and a chance to kick his fourth.
Well, he kicked 3 straight in that first quarter. Lauren Treadway. 6 disposals. All kicks. Peter Burgoyne with 13 possessions. Leads the charge for Port Power. What a kick. Right to the line. Is the distance there? Let's wait for it. Treadway has got 4. Well, set shots not always something he's really good at, Chris. I suppose that's been one of his weaknesses over the last few years. But 4 straight tonight is hot.
Well, part of his game that he's really improved. Ben Perkins has been the coach entrusted with improving Warren Treadway's kicking. 4 straight tonight suggests that it's going okay. And even Wayne Carey, who pushed back onto the defensive goal line to try and take the mark to stop the goal, couldn't do it, and that's a great goal from Warren Treadway. It'd be fair to say Gary Ayres' headache with Warren Treadway just continues.
Well, already that's his best performance in the showdown. And Gavin Wanganeen's record of 6 goals too looks in doubt. Laid. Taken by Clark. Here's McLeod on the break. Straight down towards Edwards. Corns came in. Edwards forced to spoil. Chance for Johncock. He's been quiet. He gave the give off. He's been free kicked afterwards. It'll come back to Graham Johncock.
He roved that very well too, Chris.
Look, he certainly did, and was made to earn it. He's been out of sorts a little bit over the last couple of weeks, Graham Johncock. Always does the hard stuff, just hasn't resulted in goals for him. Hasn't had a lot of the footy tonight, but again, an important kick for goal. Port get the first one. Bang. And well, they say you've got to make him earn them, but that might come at a price for Michael Wilson.
Certainly, umpire would have been very close to thinking about putting his name in the book there.
Got to settle though now. He's only a kid, but he's got to compose himself, make sure he kicks the goal, make it hurt.
He does play with a lot of confidence that belies his age. Graham Johncock, still only 21. Wonderful player. Needs to just bend it and does. And the answering goal, the Crows. And doesn't he let Wilson know? Oh, it's the showdown, and that's what you expect.
Oh, and you've got to love it from a kid too. He'll take it up to him every week.
Let's hear from Darren Goldsmith.
You've got to for him to kick the goal. That's all you need to worry about. That's all you need to worry about. Are you happy to say that if he goes up? Probably not. Eh? Probably not.
Well, interesting.
So obviously he's made some comment to Darren Goldsmith about the whack across the head.
And Darren Goldsmith showing his experience there. Been around a long time.
Well, he said to him, he asked him the question, would you be happy to say that when you go up?
Yep.
Obviously talking about the tribunal. Chance for Matner, went in hard. James always burrows in for the ball.
Will be tackled, have the ball. Easy.
6-2-38 Port Adelaide. The Crows 5-2-32. Clark, that long reach. Here's Burgoyne. What a game he's played. Record-breaking game tonight. He's been fought. Great tackle by Matner. And you said before the game, Chris, that you really like the way he plays.
Well, that's his bread and butter. He loves tackling, making a contest. He'll do that all the time. Goes hard at the body.
So 50 metres as well.
Oh, yes. And just knocked the ball away.
So Matner, who's only kicked 1 goal in his career, hasn't kicked a goal this year. What sort of kick is he, Chris?
Got a good leg. Like, the distance will be no worries at all. A beautiful kick on the run. And normally pretty accurate.
This to tie up the score. Showdown 15. Matner from right on 50. Leans back. It's got to go right to the line. Pack of players. Thumped through by Brogan.
It's always been a great part of his game, even when he was just first or second game, wasn't it, with Matner? Always showed that ability to lay a good, solid tackle.
Absolutely, just loves making a contest. Got the defensive side of his game well and truly under control. Just needs to add some offence to it, getting his opportunity tonight.
Margin 5 points. Game is delivering everything that we expected at the moment. Kasisi to the run of Schofield, to the mark of Henschel. Terrific performance by the youngster. Perry will get onto his left and go laterally to Burton, who's in space. The Birdman can fly free here. Short pass, still some space. McGregor from 50 unloads and puts the Crows back in front. Kenny McGregor's got two. The Crows are back in front and they had plenty of space.
Certainly did. Chad Corns has just dropped back into the goal square for Port. Gave Kenny McGregor 40 metres, and this bloke doesn't have to touch the ball a lot to be effective. We saw him kick 5 goals from 8 kicks a couple of weeks ago. A very accurate kick from 50 metres or within, and that's a big goal. Back-to-back goals for the Crows, and they just steal momentum.
McGregor, now if he can outpoint Chad Corns at centre-half forward, it's going to be a big bonus.
Well, Corns can't give him yards. I mean, you can't give any player 40 metres. Just poor defence from Chad Corns on that occasion.
Well, Corns has had a starring season. He's had 2 goals kicked on him so far. That's 10 goals for the season. Now by McGregor, and there's another great tackle.
And that's the barometer for the Crows. If they're tackling, they're on song. 20 tackles to 10 at the moment they've laid. Certainly got that part of their game back in action.
Stengline, the man right in the middle of that action. Here's Clark over the top. What a leap he's got. Down to Wakelin, out-muscled. That time, here's again Stengline. Just burrows his way through, flexed the muscles, blew up the biceps. He's having a crack. He's had the most possessions for the Crows, 9. Perry, and again. Second man up was Clark.
Tackle. Matner again.
And Matner. Here's a chance. Perry tumbles the ball forward. And John Cock. It was a slips catch. He's directly in front. He is just 20 metres out. And all of a sudden, the Crows have got a bit of run.
Well, and it all starts from the tackling, I reckon. Martin Matner then, once again, a fantastic tackle. Turnover. Ian Perry, the kick wasn't pretty, but Graham Johncock on the chest.
Smart from Johncock. He knocked Wanganeen off his feet and then just drifted off.
So Johncock from just 25 metres out, straight through the centre. 2 goals to Johncock.
Momentum very important in games of footy. Martin Matner, the fantastic tackle, his 6th tackle halfway through the second quarter, speaks volumes for the kid. And the Crows with some forward options kicking goals. Johncock with his 2nd, Welsh, Carey, McGregor with 2 as well. And Port Adelaide under the pump for the first time in a long time. The Crows with momentum.
3 goals in this term for Adelaide. All of a sudden they lead by 7 points. A very relaxed and calm Mark Williams. Brogan beaten to it by Clark. Jericho, dare I say it, he came tumbling down, KB.
Yes, well done. The Battle of Jericho.
Let's move on as we see plenty of players getting the ball. Only as far as Burton. Out in front of Johncock. Went without it. Wanganeen very rarely does. James, clever kick. Wonderful kick from Roger James. Thurstons had some time back to Kasisi. Centre half forward, Stewie Jew.
Great work.
Dowdy left his man to help out. McLeod on the burst. Out in front, McGregor or Jericho the target. Here's McGregor. Bit of volleyball work. No throw. Jericho, long ball. Welsh in the goal square with Bishop. Good defence by Bishop. Solid on the last line. A rush behind.
That's what you want to see from McLeod. A little bit of arrogance, running away, bouncing the ball. With Kane Corns chasing him.
Loved it too. Haven't seen that for a long time from Andrew McLeod. Showed some great turn of pace. Vintage Andrew McLeod this 200th game.
Maybe some confidence starting to return. The Crows by 8 points, 46 plays 38. Here's McGregor. Takes an easy mark. Now he's a big kick. His confidence is high. He's got 2 goals.
Just out of his range, you would think. Going to have to kick from 55.
Geez, adrenaline must be pumping now. A couple extra metres.
Clark is getting right back in the square, along with Perry. McGregor likes his chances, unloads. It's a big, big kick. The distance was there, not the accuracy. And through for a behind.
Got some headaches, Port. Kenny McGregor 5 marks now, just breaking free of Chad Corns, who had plenty of footy in the first quarter, haven't been sighted in the second. He has to tighten up, as Port Adelaide do all over the ground. The Crows with momentum as we speak.
It's pretty rare we see Chad Corns lower his colours, but McGregor is doing a good job. It's an interesting setup they've got with 2 smalls playing out at full forward, Carey and Welsh and McGregor playing further up the ground. So Bishop is in the back pocket, hugs the boundary line. Here comes a Birdman! Couldn't take it. Wow, what an effort. You could see him coming. Have a look at this for a leap.
Just got his judgment out over the last couple of weeks.
Just got to get the radar right. Clark's been terrific in the ruck. He's coming back, he's getting the free kick.
Handball to Stewart.
His ability to outjump everyone in the league is just quite extraordinary by Clark.
Again, was the dominant ruckman last week. Crows couldn't take advantage of his clean hand, but doing much better tonight.
Looking for Carey. The King's got it. Well, he might be dethroned at the moment by Warren Treadray at the other end of the ground, who's good at 4 goals. Carey's kicked 1. He just might fancy a shootout and try and keep his crown intact tonight.
And why not? Hasn't been in all that bad a form. It hasn't been great, but he's been assassinated in the media. But he's been pretty important to the Crows lineup. And, well, good players kick these goals.
Well, I've seen him tonight. He's been very, very lively. And the key is back at Amy Stadium. Carey's got 2. And the Crows are charging. You can just see by the way he's moving around the ground. That's where he got dumped there by Stewie Jew. But he's got a bit of springy step tonight, Wayne Carey.
Certainly has. Big occasion player. Second goal tonight. And some lack of discipline from Port Adelaide, costing them dearly as the King slots through number 2. And he looks pretty happy.
Another goal to Adelaide, 15 points now. Carey, McGregor and Johncock all with 2. The problem for Port at the other end, Chris, only 2 goal scorers. Treadray's got 4 of their 5. Oh, again, bad bounce for Schofield. Rashudo saw Stengline, couldn't quite get him. Sean Burgoyne in the pack now. We'll have another ball up.
Combined nothing out of the midfield for Port Adelaide in this second quarter. Burgoyne 12 touches in the first, only 1 in the second. We said Stengline had to tighten up. He's certainly done that. Port Adelaide's midfield shut down. The Crows just working their way on top in that area.
Port got it out to a 10-point margin, but that's all Adelaide since. Stewie Jew. Long ball, Massey in best spot for Adelaide. Refuses to slow it up. Here's an error from Bassett. Treadray does enough. Surgeon stepping, short pass, too far. Still a chance though. Ebert came out, couldn't take it. Magna the give to Stengline, to Henschel, and the Crows' defence is solid. Burton again on the wing with some time. Long ball, McGregor. What a corner he's playing. Mark number 6. The leads are coming thick and fast. Carry the target deep. Clark there. Welsh, Crumming, Bishop. Searching handball forward. It's not out of danger yet.
Tackle again.
Johncock with their Kane Corns also. Adelaide have held it in their forward 50.
And got a sniff. Adelaide, you can just see it. They've picked up all over the ground. They're tackling, their work rate. We just haven't seen it over the last couple of weeks. But in full flight tonight.
Clark usually wins these knockouts. Thurston's to Wanganeen. Cochrane's just come on the ground for Stewie Jew. This will be his first disposal for the evening. Peter Burgoyne the target. Good spoil from Stengline. And just maybe getting on top there.
No doubt at all. No doubt at all. And he did have to, as we said, Burgoyne with 12 in the first quarter, only 1 in the second. Stengline, a tough night ahead, but playing very well in the second quarter.
Just under 10 minutes remaining. Plenty of players around the ball. Here's Peter Burgoyne. Stengline couldn't get him that time. Kingsley gets away from the King. Bad kick though. Massey liked his game so far. Matner with some time and space and needs it. Poor kick. Set up McGregor. Courageous mark by Wakeland going back. He quickly gives off to Peter Burgoyne. Nothing much on offer for him though. Forced to go short to Dean Brogan.
Just can't get any run, Port Adelaide. No run at all. Very stagnant.
It's very stagnant, isn't it? I mean, we've got Lade and Treadway just saying kick it up in the air. So he's forced to go on the switch to Wilson. Well, he has to be spot on though, and he isn't. Turnover time. Edwards. Players in the middle, free. He's missed McLeod, and away goes Wakeland.
Finds Corns. Comes away from centre half back. Drops it in short. Finds Cassisi. This is the best I've seen Adelaide play this year, Chris. All of a sudden they've got some intensity, some urgency in their game. But Port's a great side. Here comes Corns. Centre wing, inside 50, big pack of players. Treadway is always going to be the target. Here's Perry, caught in the tackle by Lade.
Thanks, Chris. Quick one. Getting some numbers back in defence too, Adelaide. Just no options up forward for Port Adelaide. Very stagnant through the midfield.
Clark has been dominant in the ruck. Edwards, so lively. Great turn of pace. Somehow got the ball out. Matner toe poked it. Burton needs clean hands. Touch of the fumbles. Cochrane over the ball with strength. Can't get away. And there's a ball up on 50. The tackling has been fierce. It's tough in the clinches. Showdown 15. Port Adelaide have won the last 7 showdowns. They lead 10-4 in these big games here. And Edwards bangs the ball back to the centre wing. John Cock has kicked a couple of goals. He's quick.
Great shepherd.
He's super quick. Terry did well. Inside 50. McLeod in game 200. The magic is back. Sets it up. What a kick. What a kick. And Massey is going to kick a goal. The champ Andrew McLeod in game 200 is strutting his stuff at Amy Stadium.
Certainly is, and so is Chris Massey, as we said, gives great rebound from the Adelaide Footy Club off that halfback flank, been in great form over the last couple of weeks. Graham Johncock certainly having an influence in this game in the second quarter. Gavin Wanganeen with a job on him. And that's the sight the Crows fans will love to see. McLeod with the ball, hitting a target. Massey with courage finishes off. For the 11th time this quarter, the Crows go inside 50. Port Adelaide only 4 times. And that results with the Crows leading by 21 points.
They lead by 21 after trailing by 6. What a quarter by Adelaide. Plenty for their fans to be very happy about as they go forward once again. It was Hudson who cleared it. And so the youngsters are getting involved as Jericho. Touched. Play on call by the umpire. McLeod left it for Johncock, who has kicked a miraculous goal. Where did he come from? 3 goals to Johncock. All in this quarter. Adelaide are just killing them.
What was worried about that, Chris, was he just picked the ball up with one grab. Sometimes you find too many players want to paddle the ball along. Have a look at Johncock here. This is fantastic, I reckon.
Port Adelaide have been too grabbing tonight, been very fumbly with their ball at ground level. Gavin Wanganeen makes a token effort. Takes courage, that one, but Gavin Wanganeen only the token effort. Graham Johncock with the loose ball, pounces with pace, bang, goal.
But he just picked it up, you know, so many players want to just tickle that ball along, try and get the ball bounce up end on end. But not Johncock then. He's killing in this second quarter. He's booted 3 goals. And all of a sudden, the Crows, after trailing by 6 points at quarter time, lead now by 27 points. There's a chance, Ebert's got it. There's a pretty good kick.
Certainly is, KB, and what he is a very good catch overhead as well. I haven't seen a lot of him tonight. Spent a bit of time on the interchange bench, but very important kick this for Port Adelaide. Crows with all the momentum, totally dominating this second quarter. 2 goals behind early in this first quarter, now 4 in front. Brett Ebert gets a chance to peg one back.
From 48 metres. Pushing it left. Can't bend it back. Bit of movement down on the interchange bench as well, because Kane Corns has come off the ground. Colton is on. So the number 1 tagger is taking a breather. Here's Thurston. Good play by Henschel. Burton having a terrific season around the corner. Chipping in and taking is Wilson. He's on the centre wing. Sizes up. Finds Thurston's. Young man from Crib Point in Victoria. Inside the centre square. To the pocket. Birdman getting back. That took courage.
Free kick.
Oh, the free kick. He ran with the flight of the ball. It was very courageous.
I'm just not sure. Let's listen in. It may be against the other Crows defender. No,
Yeah,
no
Begley.
check there from Aaron Goldsmith. It may have been a push.
I think it's Burton who has just had his eyes on the ball. He's taken him front on. So here's a chance. Ebert, take 2. He's kicked 7 goals for the season in just 6 games. Ebert from point blank range. Gee, this is close. He may have missed this. He missed it. He's got it. Squeezed it in. Just. Let's go down the tip.
Wanganeen has just been switched on to McLeod. He actually hurt himself when Johncock kicked that last goal. He hurt his right leg, so he's just gone into the goal square.
Ebert gets his first and breaks a run of 6 goals for the Adelaide Crows from 21 minutes between goals for Port Adelaide, which is very rare for such a dominant forward unit.
Certainly is, and again, Peter Berglund just starting to get a couple of touches. Went nearly touchless for the first half of his second quarter. Just had 3 or 4 late. Port Adelaide with a couple of forward entries after the Crows completely dominant. Kenny McGregor in the forward lines, just dominating Chad Corns. Chad Corns, 8 touches in the first quarter, only 1 in the second.
Port crowd trying to get their team back into it. They've got it back to a 20-point margin. Stengline in traffic, somehow to Rashudo. Wobbles it forward. Crows playing in front. Welsh in front of Bishop, but Bishop has terrific pace, as we know. Boundary throw in, just inside the forward 50 for Adelaide, who have been sensational in their second quarter. Clark will come over the back, flips it out towards Perry. Good tackle by Lade. In the way was Wilson. Does well. Balance and poise. Runs it out of his defensive 50. Long kick. Here's Peter Burgoyne. Massey. Henschel. Bit of volleyball from Begley. Good tackling by Port Adelaide. Ebert's in there. Good umpiring. Let it go for a while. Let the players sort it out.
A couple of good young players in Henschel and Jericho. For Adelaide, they're just starting to develop, Chris.
Trent Henschel improving week in, week out. Now he's been shifted down back. Luke Jericho just runs around the forward line. Plenty of spirit, plenty of energy, and does the unpredictable.
Just his 10th game, Henschel. Looks like a born defender. Who said he could play forward? Rashudo bangs it forward.
Crows have done it too in this second quarter without anybody having a major influence apart from their forward line. Very even contribution all over the ground. Everybody contributing, something they haven't had happening for the last month.
Late in the ruck now, coming through Thurston's. It's just Kingsley wrapping up Stengline. 6 goals to 2 in this quarter for the Crows. Graham Johncock has kicked 3 of them. Nathan Bott waiting. Big punch from Thurston's. Burton. I don't know what they said at quarter time, but it worked. McLeod. Ball goes back. Chance for Kingsley. Rashudo. Carey is there. Good work from Chad Corns. Too strong. Takes a good mark. Goes wide. Player breaks for him. Cochrane now. Again, it's pretty static for Port Adelaide. Adelaide putting the squeeze on. Oh! Push. Free kick. KB reckons it was a free. He's on the rules committee. It must be.
Well, I just demonstrated pushing the back from up here in the broadcasting box. I don't like it, Port Adelaide. He's good at 4 goals, shed rate. Here comes McLeod. That beautiful loping style. Hammers the ball to the half-forward line. Finds Perry. I like their forward line set-up. They've got some of their tours playing up the ground. Got Tyson Edwards in the square. Change with McLeod.
What Ian Perry does too is give you a contest, towed up early in the first quarter, but runs around and presents up forward.
McGregor. He has been fantastic. It's the best I've ever seen McGregor play. Although he did kick 5 goals a few weeks ago, but he just looks tonight even better than on that particular day.
Well, what he does have is great endurance. And he'll work and work and work. And on that occasion, once again, just slips Chad Corns. Chad Corns has had a fantastic season so far as a centre-half back. Not really a natural defender, still learning his craft. Kenny McGregor certainly knows how to play the game. Got a chance to put the Crows further in front. Tough kick.
Well, he's kicked 2 goals. This is a tough angle, as you can see. McGregor across the face. And Corns, his opponent, takes the mark.
Go back, take your kick. Here it is.
Go back, take your kick. Here it is. So Carey's got to come back 5 metres. Corns goes short. To Jude, to Corns. Hammers the ball wide. Chance for Rashudo. Couldn't take it. At ground level, pounced on it. Didn't really hit a target. Chance for Polton. Started on the bench. High ball towards centre half forward. Tredrade looks for a kind bounce. Got an ugly one. Begley got a beauty. Big transfer of play because McLeod is in the clear. And he can run. He can set it up. He caught. Went smack bang into Sean Burgoyne. Carey just couldn't quite, with strength, get away. Good enough to get the handball. Here's Jericho. Look at him go. Jericho to the square. Wanganeen pushed out his opponent. John Cock can't trap it. How quick is Jericho? Wow, here's Tiff.
Adam Kingsley just come off a couple of minutes ago, indicating to the medicos that he had pain in his right groin. He's strapping it up, but expect him to come back home.
Has run in a Bay Sheffield, Jericho, so can run.
Bay Sheffield, wonderful race. Down at Glenelg. Port Adelaide now. And near goal before half-time. This is steady the ship a bit. Carey slips it to Doughty. Player all on his own. Nathan Box within range. He can go further to John Cock. He's kicked 3 already this quarter.
Well, that was Wayne Carey of old. That was with strength and a bit of grunt. Just stopped the opponent, just threw him out of the way, and the King was away.
You're saying the King's polishing up his throwing. You reckon he's back?
He was a bit worried about Tredrade. He's booted 4. Starting to get a bit rocky, but look at that. That's the Carey of old.
Geez, their ball handling tonight from Port Adelaide has been very, very poor. And what Graham Johncock has done this quarter is own this piece of turf. Port Adelaide only effective 79% of the time with their use of the footy. And we've seen him kick for goal from this spot before.
Yes, almost an identical kick. This right on half-time for the 7th goal of the quarter. And maybe number 4. It holds its line. It's through. Graham Johncock owns the second quarter of Showdown 15.
Well, 4 goals in a quarter is great football. And you said before, Chris, he's probably been a bit below his best in recent weeks.
Yeah, certainly hasn't just been able to get the score on the board. But he is a former West End medalist, played well in showdowns before. And just having a day out in this second quarter.
Well,
loving it too, on the left. Don't you love that?
This cacophony of noise is just unbelievable at Football Park tonight.
Chris, cacophony means it's really loud.
Thank you.
It is just all over the ground. You can hardly hear yourself think in the broadcasting box. off the ground by Burgoyne. What a half of football. That's the best half Adelaide's played this year. And then there's the man, the king. Maybe he's trying to really establish himself tonight. He's kicked 2 goals. It's the best care he's been, I reckon, for a season and a half tonight.
No doubt at all. The coaching staff straight on the ground, getting the boys straight over the room as quick as they can. Warren Treadray on screen, fantastic in the first quarter against Ian Perry with 3 goals. A lot quieter in the second with only 1 against Nathan Bassett. Gary Ayres made the big moves, and the moves he's made tonight have all paid off. His team with momentum, tackling hard, chasing hard, doing the things they haven't done for the last month of footy and giving them a real chance to win this game.
Well, no wonder Gary Ayres is pumped up. 7 goals, 4 in that quarter, equaling their best second quarter in a showdown. Go back to round 22, 2000 for the identical score. Treadray's got plenty to say, plenty more footy to come. Adelaide lead by 27 points. Showdown 15.
Tonight, the Lions are back at the Dome for another huge game. Can the Kangas hold the irresistible Lions? It's the Kangaroos against Brisbane at Telstra Dome tonight on Fox Footy Channel.
Premium light. Some drink it because they're responsible. What? Others just love the taste.
Set yourself up for the big one.
Carey from the pocket, don't tell me. That's the goal of the year!
The Toyota Goal of the Year competition, brought to you by Fox Footy Channel. It's your chance to win a V6 Camry Sportivo, complete with aero body kit, sports tune suspension and more. And here are this week's top 3 contenders. Goal A.
It's the last spot for Collingwood, running with the ball. Rowan chases him down. 4 bounces. He's running around into the arc to open it up. This will be a magnificent goal, and it is.
Goal B.
Now the run comes again. Harvey takes them on. Lights, camera, action. Harvey going all the way. Take a bow. Take a ball.
Goal C.
Graham went back, fisted away. Graham looks back at some shoulders, snaps and gets the goal.
Here's the winning goal from round 5.
About to be caught. Tonight's still going. Keeps him at home.
To enter, just log on to foxfooty.tv to win autographed AFL team gear and a shot at a racy V6 Camry Sportivo.
Davis off the ground.
Remember, it doesn't matter who kicks it, just as long as you pick it in the Toyota Goal of the Year competition.
Premium light. Some drink it because they're responsible. What? Others just love the taste.
Join us on Wednesday night. 2 great players on Grumpy Old Men.
What a diversity. One a solicitor, the other one a plumber.
Michael Green, the great of Tigerland. Keith Gregg, a star for the Kangaroos.
Grumpy Old Men, Wednesday nights on Fox Footy Channel.
From the darkness, he has risen.
WWE Judgment Day live on Main Event Monday, May 17, 10 a.m. Call your service provider and book now.
I'm too old to play anymore. I've had my time and would live it again 1,000,000 times over if I could. But that doesn't mean I love the game any less now than I did then. It's just different. I still can't get enough of it, and I still talk about it in my sleep. But the thing is now, I can afford to laugh about it.
John Barnes, footy fan, part of the Fox Footy team.
Half-time here at Amy Stadium, showdown 15, and Graham Johncock having plenty to say to Michael Wilson and plenty to say on the scoreboard in that second quarter as well. Port Adelaide led by 6 points at quarter time, but a magnificent second quarter sees Adelaide now lead by 27. Treadray doing it up front for Port Adelaide with 4, Brogan and Cassisi helping him out, and Johncock 4, Carey and McGregor 2 each. Leading possession winners Burgoyne 16, Rashudo coming to the game late in that second quarter. Stengleine's done some pretty good work off the ball as well, and Chris McDermott, well, we said that they might have to hold to the 12 goals, Adelaide. They've got 6 at half-time, Port. We didn't expect Adelaide to have 11 at half-time.
No, we certainly didn't. Hadn't they had some options up in the forward line? Graham Johncock, the second quarter, was just outstanding. Wayne Carey, Kenny McGregor as well. Port started well. Burgoyne and Treadray, they were a handful.
Well, you said at the start of the game that Perry on Treadray's not going to work, and it didn't.
No, it didn't, and he's just too strong. Ian Perry doesn't have natural defensive tendencies, and Treadray was too good too early. But Gary Ayres, to his credit, made the switch quickly, and Nathan Bassett's been very good since.
Dean Brogan with a fantastic grab there and just going back and finishing off there. It really did look like a good start from Adelaide's point of view with their forward line, didn't they? Where they tried Edwards up forward and McGregor was further out from play, and we see Kerry can go there. A different setup that's paying dividends.
It certainly is. Kenny McGregor there. Value for touches, Graham Johncock the same. What they've got is dangerous people inside 50. Edwards, McLeod, Johncock, Carey, all can kick goals. Scotty Welsh. So they're dangerous, and you can't afford to give them latitude. Chad Corn's far too loose on Kenny McGregor in the second quarter, and if you give somebody 40 metres, they are going to do that every day.
Yes, Brett Burton found some space on the wing in that second quarter as well to get that to McGregor, who's just been outstanding with 7 marks in the first half. Johncock was everywhere, as we saw. In that instance, he just peeled off the back of the pack after knocking Wanganeen down. And you mentioned during the call that he's been a little bit quiet. He certainly has answered some critics today.
Oh, has he, Watts? And he's got a very smart head too, and again, good value for money. He knows where to find the spaces, just can peel off. No, they call it cheating, but it's smart if you're a half-forward flanker, and he gets the results on the board, which is important.
Yes, and now with 15 goals for the season so far for the Adelaide Crows. Let's take a look at the match stats to half-time, and Port Adelaide have had more disposal, which is probably normal.
Had a heap of the footy, but have been so wasteful with it. Been very poor with their ball skills, their hands. They've fumbled the ball a lot. The Crows much better value for money. Interesting to see the marks the same. You know, the Crows in that second quarter used the ball so well, and that's let them down. And pretty good from the clearances as well.
Inside 50s, 27-20, favouring Adelaide, and it's just been their marks inside 50, which has been good as well.
Yeah, just too loose, Port Adelaide. Warren Treadray went off just before or the end of half-time there to his players, knowing that they weren't disciplined enough. Adelaide have been tough. They needed to be tough tonight, and they certainly have been for the first half. Can they be for the whole game is the question.
Yes, Warren Treadray had plenty to say just before they went to the half-time break. He had a good chat to the team, and wonder how they're feeling now. They're in there, taking in, digesting what Warren Treadray had to say. We'll take a break here from Amy Stadium on Showdown 15 and be back shortly.
When Sydney host Corby's Richmond on Sunday, they'll expect the Tigers to come out fighting and flying. Richo flies! The Swans, however, have a few tricks of their own. Sydney versus Ravens, Sunday on Fox Footy Channel.
Add a golden glow this Mother's Day with Harvey Norman's gift ideas. Doro digital cordless phone, a Harvey Norman exclusive at $99. Save 25% on Lancaster bed linen by Sanderson queen quilt cover, now $149. And Mama love this hot price, $14.99 for a super sharp widescreen flat panel LCD TV. Plus, shop now at Harvey Norman and you could win one of 5 $10,000 gold movie passes. Wow! Conditions apply. See store for details.
Harvey Norman, go!
Out of the way, I'll show you how it's done. Marlon!
Oh, Macca. Put some effort into it, mate. So this is how it's done, is it, Macca?
When the siren sounded and scores are tallied, how did your team shape up on the weekend?
Biggest winning margin are on our 60-point winners.
Fox Footy Channel's expert team has all the answers on the winners, where you'll see the brave, the bold,
Murray, what a start for his career for the Saints!
the bizarre,
Look, I don't care about the final.
and the brilliant. The winners at the special time of 8:30 Sunday. Join Robert Walls, Mike Sheehan and Gerard Healy live Monday on the couch for an exclusive interview with Peter Everett. After a colourful career as a cult figure with the high-flying Saints, we ask the champion ruckman if it really is a happy team at Hawthorn. Spider takes a seat on the couch, live and exclusive to Fox Footy Channel.
In this complex world,
One channel makes it easy to find the hits.
now that I have your attention, this month, there are 8 simple steps to viewing pleasure.
That's good to know. 1.
Okay, people, we're go.
Please, sir, open the door.
3.
I just thought I was going to come here and prove to everyone that I can make it on a farm.
4.
I'm just having fun. This is just a plan, okay?
Is this how you prove you love me?
5.
You're going to have to come on in here and get me.
In May, Fox 8 keeps it simple.
They're gonna catch you.
Very simple.
It's just plain stupid.
So do you always come in castings dressed like that?
7.
This is where I come in.
8.
Just zero in. May on Fox 8.
That's all I know.
Too easy.
Hi, I'm Warren Treadrake. If you're going to be shirt-fronted, bumped or flattened, it's best if it happens on Living with Footballers.
Get the inside story from the women inside the game. Living with Footballers every Thursday on Fox Footy Channel.
Beautiful night here in Adelaide for Showdown 15, and they're seeing a terrific contest. They get used to them seeing them between these two sides, and it hasn't been a disappointing first half, and we're looking forward to the second half. And Peter Burgoyne's a player that we've watched pretty closely in this first half, Chris. 16 disposals, 12 of those in the first quarter. You've been surprised at the way this contest between Stenglein and him has gone?
I was surprised early Tyson Stenglein giving him so much latitude. Stenglein had 9 himself in the first quarter, but his job was to cut Burgoyne out. And in the second quarter, he stood up and did that, and the result for Adelaide got on the board. But Burgoyne was brilliant early. Maybe burned a few disposals, which is not normally like him, not hitting his targets. But, gee, they shut him down in the second quarter. Martin Matner then, I mean, that's his bread and butter. He loves tackling more than anything. And Tyson Stenglein certainly did a good job of him in that second quarter.
Ken McGregor for the Adelaide Crows, just been brilliant at centre-half forward. Again, surprising given the quality of his opponent in Chad Corns.
Yeah, but Chad Corns gave him 40 or 50 metres on 2 or 3 occasions. You're going to give a bloke that much space, especially of the calibre of Kenny McGregor. He is going to hurt you. He's a very smart footballer, and I think people underestimate him because he probably doesn't look like one. He doesn't look like he's going to destroy you, but he's taken 8 marks, presents, his endurance is incredible, and he makes every touch count, which is great for a forward.
Yeah, he doesn't mind finishing off either. 5 goals against Richmond, and that's a beautiful finish from a centre-half forward. That's what you want from 50 metres to be able to finish off with that sort of talent. Well, another game being played is at the Telstra Dome between the Kangaroos and the Lions. Time once again to check out that score. If you don't want to know the score, if you want to watch the replay, you can look away now. Second half, not too far away in this showdown, Chris. I want to ask you one more question before we get back to that. Port Adelaide have been behind at half-time many times in a showdown against Adelaide, have managed to come back and win.
Certainly have. They're hard and tough, and they go the journey. Adelaide haven't been able to go the journey, certainly the last 7 showdowns. Pressure on tonight, so much at stake for the Adelaide Football Club. They have to tough it out for 4 quarters. If they do that, they can certainly win this showdown for sure.
Crows lead by 27 points. Is it enough? We'll find out very soon with the second half from Amy Stadium.
On Fox 40, the D's take it to the Eagles at the MCG for a Mother's Day monster of a game. The Melbourne Demons and the West Coast Eagles clash Sunday on Fox Footy Channel.
Uncle Mick, is $19,990 a good price for a Toyota Corolla?
Well, love, it all depends on how many Ks it's done and what year.
Oh, it's brand new.
Brand new? A Toyota Corolla? Manual from 19,990 with air. How do they do it for the dough?
It's Toyota's biggest event of the year with top-selling Corolla Ascent still just $19,990. That's class-leading value.
These blokes really do mean business.
You get more for your $1 at Bunnings Warehouse. Every day. Like smoke alarm, just $8.40. Electric blower vacuum, $59.90. Steel screen door, only $89. 90 centimetre step ladder, $19. Fan heater, great value at $15.98. Pack of 4 power boards, just $7.98. And if you happen to find a cheaper price on a stocked item, we'll beat it by 10%. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
At our school, the first thing we teach our students are simple words. Then we teach them about shapes. And finally, how to recognize different objects.
And we have...
Whoops. It takes a lot of time and patience to teach our students. And it takes a lot of money. So please help our puppies graduate by donating to Guide Dogs Victoria. Every dollar helps them graduate.
Hello, I'm Robert Walls. I coached over 347 games of AFL football. Now that's a lot of players. And after each game, I wrote a letter to every one of them. We're catching up with one of those players. Come and join us.
Tuesday, an exclusive insight into Carlton great Stephen Silvani.
It just got too much, really.
In the brand new series, Return to Sender.
Can you remember being told, tuck the jumper in, pull your socks up, look like a footballer?
It was probably the biggest disappointment of my career. Just expect the unexpected.
Tuesday on Fox Footy Channel.
Join us on Wednesday night, 2 great players on Grumpy Old Men.
What a diversity. One a solicitor, the other one a plumber.
Michael Green, the great of Tigerland. Keith Gregg, a star for the Kangaroos.
Grumpy Old Men, Wednesday nights on Fox Footy Channel.
Two bitter rivals went blow for blow in an all-out war that ignited a controversy.
I heard Roy Johnson, mate. He knows it. Roy Jones still number 1.
Now the pressure is building for Jones to prove he's still the best in the game. And for Tarver to cut the legend down to size. Jones, Tarver 2, it's more than personal. Live on Main Event Pay-Per-View. Sunday, May 16, 11 a.m. Call your service provider and book now.
I am the people's champion.
The best player in the world, bro. As a player and a coach, I achieved almost everything in the game that I could have possibly dreamed of. Now I'm at Fox Footy, I've got a different perspective. I just love being a supporter once again.
Terry Wallace there pleading for one last effort.
I really love coming to work, and you can't ask for more than that.
Terry Wallace, footy fan, part of the Fox Footy team.
Well, what a beautiful sight that is. And where else would you want to be on a Saturday night in Adelaide when the showdown's on, the moon shining brightly, and this huge crowd enjoying a terrific first half of football. The Crows lead by 27 points. They played their best half for season 2004. It's been a great atmosphere right around this stadium. Let's head down to Tiffany Cherry and Mark Aston.
Mate, you sound excited, and I love it when you are excited. There was some suggestion that there was a report in that quarter. There was a bit of a to-do between Wilson and also John Cock. I spoke to the umpires, no report at this stage. Tiff.
And interesting to note, Warren Treadray gathered the troops together before they came off at half-time and was quite animated, obviously trying to rev them up. It's quite unusual for him to do that. Also, a couple of injury concerns. Gavin Wanganeen, as I said before, he hurt his right leg, looks like his lower leg, and also Adam Kingsley came up with a slight groin strain, so just keep your eye on those 2 guys.
Thanks, Tiff. So some question marks over a couple of the Port Adelaide stars. And we were talking just at half-time about Peter Burgoyne playing disposals. Chad Corns has had 12 for Port Adelaide, but Chris, but not a lot really happening for Port Adelaide. Not a lot of good players so far.
No, certainly not. And again, certainly none in that second quarter. And we saw Cassisi, Schofield, Kingsley get plenty of the ball in the first quarter, but just lost all the run through the midfield in that second quarter. Completely dominated by Adelaide. Adelaide's on ball. It's just getting their first hand of the footy, which they haven't done for quite a few weeks. Port need to find something. They need to manufacture a winner on ball. Maybe free up a Kane Corns who can get the ball on a few occasions. Mark Williams with some work to do. The Crows, on the other hand, things going along nicely. They just need to start well and just click back into gear again.
Well, Adelaide haven't won a third quarter for the entire season, Chris. So this will be the test.
It's not a good stat, is it, KB?
No, it's not, but they probably haven't played as well as what they've played in that first half.
They've never played exactly, KB. They've never been in this position this year where they've just felt really confident. Crowd finding their noise once again.
Michael Wilson into the midfield for Port. Roger James and Peter Burgoyne joining him in there. That's a class act.
Second half set to get underway. Adelaide by 27 points. Huge crowd waiting for the power to hit back. Brogan up against Clark to get this underway. Negative hit. Wilson, the first clearance. Jew. You talk about Adelaide having not won a third quarter. This is a team, Port Adelaide, that thrives on third quarters.
They certainly are, and this is a bloke who thrives on kicking the ball from 55 metres out. Had a lot of trouble with his groin over the last 12 to 18 months. Wilson gets the important clearance, his first move into the midfield. But Stewie Jew, when he was on song, would swallow this distance, and this is a big goal for Port, a big start of the third quarter.
Stewie Jew, 12 goals 7 coming into this game. That is a perfect shot for the man that thumps it a mile. He'd be disappointed, and still went the required distance. A little bit lazy, just tugged it to the right.
Well, they've been lazy all night, I think, Port Adelaide. Not a lot of respect shown, and they're paying the price on the scoreboard.
Begley brings the ball back into play, then runs hard. Took it from Doughty to Massey. Plenty of run on the legs. Short to Stengline. Brogan very close to the man on the mark. Risciuto comes away from centre wing. Tyson Edwards is the target. Playing in front, Burton. Trying to tickle the ball along in front. Does well. Squeezes up. Bounces wrong side of the post. For a behind. 73 plays 46. Goes by 27 points. Bishop will bring the ball back into play. Brogan is going to be the target. McGregor made ground. Brogan with clean hands. Is that half back? Actually, the Crows have done well in pushing back.
Certainly have. I mean, this is where Port broke down in the second quarter. No run at all, just forced to bomb the ball long.
Treadray is always going to be the target. They had him in his sights. Taken by Henschel. Cool head for a young player to Stengline. Short to Carey, who's looked very lively across the half-forward line tonight. Chips it in short. Clark just cruises onto the ball. And will be shooting from around about 50 metres. And Matthew Clark has only kicked 31 goals in 209 games. So I think it's fair to say he's not really a goal kicker, Chris.
No, he's not, but I wouldn't underestimate him, that's for sure. He's genuinely within 40 metres, a pretty accurate sort of kick. This distance will just force him to over-kick a fraction.
Well, he's kicked 2 goals for the season. Matthew Clark from right on 50. Starts it right, brings it back to the line. It's touched.
So 2 behind so far in this quarter of the Crows. The one to Stewie Jew for Port Adelaide at the other end. Bishop to bring it in. He wants Brogan. Burton in front. Corns did well to slap it down. Only as far as Risciuto, though. Clever handball, Stengline. He's still going, Risciuto. Gets it off McLeod. 1 step to the goal square. It should suit Port Adelaide. Big pack forms. Burton tried to take the impossible. Wangley. Away he goes. Bolton. No one to kick to, though. Again, Adelaide. Doing well. Jericho. Forces Bolton to just handball. The first has lost it. Turnovers arrive. Burton. He didn't manage. Couldn't get a kick. Here's Jericho again. That's a throw. Play on. McLeod. Risciuto. The chance combined. The captain finishes with a behind. Combining a couple of times already in this third term, the 2 stars.
But once again, the pressure to at ground level from Adelaide started the third quarter off where they finished the second.
Yes, tremendous pressure from the Crows. The challenge will come from Port Adelaide. They're a great side. Bishop goes wide. Is looking for Brogan. Off hands. Chance for Stengline, wants to set it up to Perry. Oh, it was like a look-away kick being taken by Thurstons. Marks in front of Welsh. Just trying to get some run from half-back. Burgoyne, just the man to do it. He's been magnificent in the midfield. Gets it across to Surgeon. Comes the ball inside the centre square. Comes to James. Surgeon runs hard. Runs to the front edge of the centre square. High ball. Treadway is always going to be a target. Chance now. Even. Kicks a goal. Well, he's a good player. He's only a young player. We know his dad was a famous player with 4 McGarry medals. He's won a McGarry medal himself. But he looks like he could be a star of the future.
No doubt about that, KB. A very accomplished kid, this one. Got a great football body, front and square, where all good kids should be. Kicks his second, left or right foot, non-preferred on that occasion. Much needed goal to Port Adelaide.
2 for Ebert, more importantly for the Power, the first of this third term. Back to 23 points, the game. Centre clearance. Oh, McLeod didn't have it. Knew the tackle was coming. Clark hits straight almost all the time. Should know where it's going. Rashudo peels off Carey.
Great leg.
Got some space. The kick was perfect. KB, can he get it home from here?
Well, he can. He's got to kick it. He's got to kick it to the right-hand goal post. In fact, probably just right of the right-hand goal post because it does swing back late.
He's kicking from the Tony Hall pocket.
We'll test him.
Wayne Carey, right on 50.
Oh.
The King! He lives! Super goal from Carey. Chris McDermott had his doubts whether he could get it home. Never in doubt off the boot. He's got 3, and the Crows answer quickly.
Well, once again, the captain gets the important touch. We spoke in the pre-match how important Mark Rashudo was. The ball from the clearance. Wayne Carey, as we've said, loves the occasion. Looks in pretty good shape tonight. Kicks his third. And the Crows answer back. The sign of a good team. Get the answering goal.
Carey's got 3. Long live the King. He's looked so sharp playing across half forward tonight, virtually as a half forward flanker, not sort of stuck in that goal square. Here's Clark jumping high, taken away by Stengline. Now the ball's going to come back.
The point's very good. Gary Ayres has done it well. Spread Port Adelaide's back half, put them all under individual pressure, put them out of their comfort zone. Blake on a half-back flank, not comfortable there. Carey with 3 goals against him. Gary is just working a little bit of magic.
Well, he's had 10 possessions, all effective, 100% strike rate. Here's John Cock. He's on centre wing, kicked 4 great goals in that second term. Edwards is quick. Marks in front of Branganine. Carey wants it. Carey's running all over the forward line. I've never seen him look so sharp.
Well, they opened up the hole for Edwards. All the tall forwards led out to the flanks, left Edwards to run straight up the ground.
Let's go. Okay, Edwards. He's shooting from just outside 50. They lead by 29 points to Crows. Edwards trying to bend it back right to the line. Big pack of players off hands and through for a minor score. Let's go down the tip.
Adam Kingsley's looks to be in a little bit of trouble. He's been in the rooms this entire quarter once they came out, and the doctor's been down there. He also had not only his groin but his knee strapped.
They've dried up completely in the midfield. Port Adelaide, Kingsley off the ground, as we said before. No Carr, no Franco. Their midfield gone missing completely, except for Peter Burgoyne.
Beautiful kick in by Bishop. The margin is 30 points. The man with the footy is McLeod. Again, the Stars combine. The Roo from 60. He's missed it again. Just to the same side. They would have gone berserk if they went through. The crowd, the Adelaide fans.
Rashudo's the man in the midfield this quarter. 17 possessions now.
6 for the quarter. And no coincidence that he is working well with McLeod. Port Adelaide, well, they kicked the first goal of the quarter, but since then, struggling to get it out of their defensive 50. Schofield, chip pass. Corns. Back to Schofield. That's a clever kick to Wilson. They want to get on his left. He's away now. Long kick. Perfect kick. Danger man Treadray. Oh! Don't know how, but that's a perfect kick. Kick it to Treadray.
He had no right to catch that ball, Warren Treadray. At one stage, he had his back turned to the ball, just ran his hardest to put himself in the right spot.
This was a very good kick by Wilson.
Beautiful kick when you've got a key forward that can take a contested mark. You just bang it in long and strong.
It's about 60 metres, that kick.
In that class.
Warren Treadray has 4. Lining up for number 5. Important kick. The skipper doesn't let him down. He's got 5. Margin back to 25. And he is leading from the front, Chris.
He certainly is the lone hand in Port Adelaide's forward line. Sean Burgoyne started the game well, but has died out of it. And finally they get some run through the midfield. They haven't been able to do it for the last quarter and a half. Schofield on the end of it. Michael Wilson gets it long and strong to the hot spot. And that man does the rest.
That man, Warren Treadray, has dragged it back to a 25-point ball game. He's booted 5 goals, 3 in the first quarter, 1 in the second, now 1 in the third, as Clark again comes charging in. McLeod in the centre square tonight. Sean Burgoyne, high ball. Fresh air shot by Lade. And pushing and shoving in that centre square, and it's take 2.
Well, Mark Williams, as we said, needs to do something with Port's forward line. It's all Warren Treadray. Chad Corns looks like he's the man taking up residence at centre-half forward.
Wilson came over the top with Shudo. It was a wild handball, but John Cock is quick, can feed it off, looking for Jericho. The man with the great hands, McLeod, gives it to Jericho. The king around the corner. Oh, cut off that time by Polton. Heads for the boundary line. And Schofield happy to see the ball over for a boundary throw-in. As supporters jump to the fence to give Wayne Carey an earful. Not even a backward glance from Carey. Boundary throw-in. Half-forward flank for the Crows. Lade worked his way to the front. Rashudo with strength. Gets the ball out to Dowdy. Kicks a high ball. 25 metres out from goal. Danger here for Port. McGregor has been very good to John Cock. Caught in the tackle by Burgoyne. And that's a ball up. Still 30 metres from goal.
Good result for Adelaide though, as we've seen. They've already scored a goal from the clearance early in this game. They like the ball in this area.
Carey winning the tap. Polton has to go hard. Tyson stood his ground. Kicked off the ground. Was that McGregor? McGregor has kicked a big one. 3 goals to McGregor. And he made something out of nothing. This was Thierry Henry at his best.
Well, as we said, the Crows are very good from a stoppage inside 50. Luck's a fortune sometimes, but Kenny McGregor, Chad Corns has just been moved off him. Matthew Bishop on him now, and McGregor gets his 3rd.
McGregor's 3rd, and the beauty it was at that.
They've had the answers, haven't they? Every time Port have kicked, they have answered straight away.
Again, Clark winning in the middle, but this time it's Kane Corns. Cut off by Rashudo. Sent disposal to the corner. McLeod receives. Here's Edwards. Got it! Well, Rashudo, McLeod, Edwards, 3 of their best. Precision football.
How many possessions Rashudo this quarter, Chris?
Rashudo with his 9th. We spoke about Tyson Edwards in the first quarter, how good he is over his head for a little bloke. And the Crows just so dominant in the midfield. So many options up forward. They have all the answers at the moment, and the Port Adelaide turnover about to hurt them again.
Edwards, 30 metres out, directly in front. Another goal, Adelaide. Just the first for Tyson Edwards, but it's been how he's played and where he's played, it's been the winning move.
Certainly has. And again, on that occasion, Kane Corns gets the ball. Mark Rashudo makes the interception, and we spoke about the Kings for the Adelaide Footy Club, Rashudo and McLeod needing to have an influence, and they are having that in the third quarter. Rashudo, the first man to 20 touches. McLeod's had 14, he's improving as the clock ticks by, and Edwards gets his first.
Adelaide by 37 points. They trailed by 6 points at quarter time, 27 points at half time. Haven't won a third term this season. They're 10 points up in this third term, but they lead by 37. Henschel, a young man in a hurry. Massey to Rashudo. Now the whistle is gone. It's coming back.
Take the kick.
And Massey has got the free kick. Just really finding his niche now in AFL football. Started with Carlton. Just didn't quite make it with the Blues, but finding his feet with the Crows.
Your kick!
Ball's going to go to Mark Rashudo, as we heard the umpire say. And he can have number 21, chalking up at will at the moment.
Umpire Corin Rowe. Rashudo. 10 possessions for the quarter. Finally over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Mark Williams got to try something in the midfield. I know he's moved Chad Corns forward, but it's the midfield that's killing Port at the moment. Rashudo dominance, so's McLeod. Need to find a winner there. Maybe it's time for a Salopek or an Ebert, one of the young guns, to move to the midfield.
25 scoring shots to 13. 95 plays 58. Crows by 37. All tied up on centre wing. Just under 10 minutes left in this third quarter. Showdown 15. Port Adelaide have won the last 7. They've won 10 out of 14. So the play. Wilson gains 20 metres. Now Rashudo. There he is. Having a fantastic game.
4 of their 5 though. Crows colours.
Says it all.
Boundary throw-in. Laid and Clark wrestle. Sting line with strength. Here's Carey. Rockets the ball to Doughty, who is quick, short. He was looking for Jericho. Too much carry on the ball. Clean bowled was John Cock. Sean Burgoyne finds his brother in Peter. Club record holder tonight. Goes short. Finds Lade. Now the run comes. Cassisi. Port Adelaide on the charge. Here's Treadray. Couldn't take it. He's booted 5. Here's the gun up forward. Oh, kicked out of the arms there of Chad Corns by McLeod, who's been decked.
Just keep your cool. Keep your cool. It was a kicking.
There he was, McLeod, kicking in danger. Keep your cool, says umpire Corin Rowe. So McLeod marks the spot. Corns. He'll be kicking from virtually right on 50. He'll take a good kick. Kicked 4 goals for the season. Corns. It's a very good kick. Right to the line. And bundled over by Brogan for a behind.
Corns, one of the Port Adelaide midfielders that needs to work his way into this game. Got the job on Andrew McLeod. Andrew McLeod certainly had the better of that duel. Kane Corns needs to get his hand on the footy.
This is Begley for Adelaide. They lead by 6 straight kicks. Look out, Burton, you're gone. Free kick in the back. Brett Burton now. John Cock off the ground. Boat has come on. Fresh legs for Adelaide. Not the best kick from Burton. He's put Mattner under some pressure. They're already out of bounds.
Fresh legs they are. Graham Johncock's been fantastic. Matthew Bode, nearly his first run on the ball. Gary Ayres very reluctant to use his interchange bench tonight. Normally they rotate fairly heavily off the bench, the Crows, but tonight, not so much.
Lade wins the knock over the back. Rashudo involved, gets there first. Out towards Mattner to his advantage, and he's away. Oh, here comes Peter Burgoyne. Great pace. and learn from it. Don't take anything for granted. Kane Corns, just a little chip over the top. Cassisi leads for him. Apart from that, it's very static once again.
Nothing, is there?
Nothing. Treadray's too far away. He's right in the goal square. Kicks it high. Brogan the target. Burton with the punch. Wants the boundary. Ebert kept it in. Burton. Cool. Calm. The Roo is everywhere. Oh, good Mark McGregor. Stengline. They move forward quickly. Edwards. Carey streaks forward. Edwards decides to go long. The torpedo to the goal square. Schornberg on the sport. It's still alive for Adelaide. Here's the man with the fresh legs, Bode. Colton does well.
But again, good result for Adelaide, moving the ball with so much speed, something Port Adelaide hadn't been able to do since the first quarter. Matty Bode with the fresh legs.
Boundary throw in. Carey's been good here. Clark will go for it, but Carey's been the second effort, not this time. Wilson stepping and searching for the boundary and finding it.
And hasn't that been the tale all night? The use of the ball. Adelaide inside 50 for the 11th time this quarter. Port Adelaide only 5 times, and that's not enough to win your game of footy.
Port Adelaide home game. Plenty of Crows fans here. Port Adelaide went in the game as heavy favourites to make it 8 in a row. Clark couldn't get free. Cassisi first at it. Another ball up. 6.5 minutes remaining. Adelaide have won the quarter by 9 points.
Tredray's good at 5 goals tonight for Port Adelaide. 2 goals to Brett Ebert, and for the Crows, 4 to Graham Johncock, and 3 to Wayne Carey, and 3 to Ken McGregor. They've been the guns up forward. Stengline has been very good in the midfield. McGregor has always looked dangerous. Polton heads for the line. They've got a boundary throw in.
Well, it's just been ugly, hasn't it, for Port Adelaide? No run out of defence, no Brett Montgomery. I mean, he provides that. He's not there tonight. Just haven't been able to get the machine into full swing. And the Crows, their pressure has just been fantastic.
Well, there's no Josh Carr, is there, or Damien Hardwick, or Byron Pickett, or Matthew Primus. No heart and good one for the Crows. Adelaide by 36 points. And there's Matthew Clark.
Been good tonight, giving him a real good look at the footy from the stoppages.
Yes, he's got his hands on the ball. Not too many times he's been outpointed. Hudson, young man, just to take him through to the end of the quarter. Schofield with some run for Port Adelaide. Treadray is going to be a target.
Great.
Tremendous play that time by Bassett. Kept the front position. Getting back is Hudson. Just playing game number 5 to Rashudo, who's looking for Carey. Ball died on its trajectory. Taken by Brogan. Burgoyne. Kenny set up, dangerous kick. McGregor did well. Wanganeen. Corns. Finds Surgeon. Treadway just pushes Bassett out of the contest. Jew kicks it off the ground. Chance now for Port Adelaide. Corns catches high. There's a free kick. Yep. Too high around the neck. And it'll go to Begley. Is it a bit of bang? Let's have a listen to the umpire. 50 metres.
On the tackle, your arm goes up over his head in a headlock.
You can hear it there. You had him in headlock. Jerry Woodcock is the umpire. So this could be a big turnover. Hinchell kicks the pocket. The Birdman's got it by himself. He can kick a goal. Runs to 40. Off target. And through for a minor score.
Roger James on the bench. Only had fleeting moments on the ground tonight.
They go short. Came from Schofield. Just trying to generate something, Port Adelaide. Just to get that ball quickly down to this man who's out in front and's got it again. What a star he is. Warren Treadray, high ball from behind Begley against Ebert, thumps it away. Earlier in the game, of course, Treadray was close to the goal, Chris, but having trouble getting it down to him. Now he's coming further out from goal.
Yeah, and he probably panicked a fraction then, had plenty of free space in front of him, could have run and taken him on and had a couple of bounces, but just chose the other option. Ball still in their danger area.
Chance for Port as Lade was looking for Treadray. Bassett, Bode underneath. Wilson, one step. Not to be. Behind. Margin. Back to 6 goals. And before we started this game, Chris McDermott thought if Adelaide could hold Port to 12 goals, they'll win the game. They've only got 9 at the moment. Double change. Perry Rashudo come off. Bock and Gallagher. They've got real fresh legs, haven't they?
They have got incredible fresh legs. We said Bode, Bock, Gallagher hardly played any footy at all. Port, on the other hand, their bench stretched. Roger James there with injury. Adam Kingsley with injury as well. Nothing left on the bench for Port to go to. And the Crows with some fresh legs.
Bock at all, but you just wonder how much run Gallagher and Bode might provide in that final term. 3.5 minutes remaining. Doughty not sure. Took the safe option and chipped it over to Hudson. Crows just slowing it down here. Port have manned up pretty well. Hudson forced the kick to a contest. Big leap, big spoil. Edwards in the right spot. Doesn't like to waste the footy. Here's Bode. Magna, whoops, not a good handball. Here's the turnover for Port. Or is it? The bounce suited Welsh. Bode gets another chance. Good lead, good kick, good finish.
That move of having Edwards and McLeod change out of full forward has been a winner. It's just opened up the entire forward line.
Sure has. And what it's happened too, the ball at ground level, the Crows have been so dominant tonight. It's an area of the game that they haven't been good at the last couple of weeks, but when the ball's spilled loose, they have got first hands on it. Just shows the deficiency of Port's midfield at the moment. Loose ball gets Crows 41, Port 24. Tells the tale, Andrew McLeod. Chance to kick another goal.
200 games, not to be, still in play, just to behind. 57 points. A very important last couple of minutes here. Very important. Crows can get one more. Very hard for Port to come back, almost a record-breaking win. Likewise, if Port can manage to sneak one, they'll just get within range. Came Corns to Bishop. Over the top, loose man coming. Thurston's. Waits. Error. Could be very costly from Polton. And it is. McGregor into the middle. Doughty, whoops. He gets around eventually. Adelaide got plenty of numbers here, but that's not the best kick. Bock had to stand his ground, did well. Gallagher, crumbing well to Massey. Can shift to Burton, can hold. Now short, McLeod on the burst, got it. Port will rue some of their handling errors.
It's also meant, Chris, hasn't it, that Wanganeen is playing on a leading player coming from the goal square rather than sort of just cleaning up.
Yep, it's put it that Gary Ayres has done it well. He's put them all out of their comfort zone, Port in their back half. Put them in spots they don't want to be. Exposed them beautifully. Andrew McLeod with the pace. It's a tough kick, as we said, from this pocket. Got to go inside or just outside the right post. But when he's hot, he'd kick this.
Right behind him. Will he start celebrating? No.
Just lukewarm would say at the moment, not quite hot.
Not his best kick.
Crows by 37 points. Andrew McLeod in game number 200 tonight. Just on the stretch, taking it. Turgeon.
Oh, again.
Danger, Doughty. Chance McGregor. Doughty. Centering ball. Crows can set it up. Perry, high ball. Wasted opportunity. Just rushed it. Just had to be a little bit cooler.
But once again, as we've said, Port's handling errors, letting them down. Just no respect with the use of the footy at all tonight. Perry misses a golden opportunity as the Crows go inside their forward 50 43 times to Port Adelaide's 27.
Schofield finds Wilson. Time clock ticking away. Just 8 seconds left for Wanganeen. Finds Brogan. Wanganeen runs hard through the centre square. They need a mark right on the siren. Been taken by Salopek. Now it's been paid. And Salopek, the young man from Victoria, from Narre Warren, has a kick after the siren. 2 goals this season, just in game 16. He's got his opportunity this year through injury and Nick Stevens leaving and also Josh Franco.
Yeah, the kid can play the game, no worries about that. Doesn't get a lot of time on the ground, but a big kick this one, maybe just out of his depth.
Goes for the big torpedo. It's not going to quite make it. Got a score through for a behind. So it's 3/4 time. The Adelaide Crows have won a third quarter for the first time this season. 14-14-99. Port Adelaide 9-7-61. A lot of work to go for Port Adelaide to win this game. Showdown 15. Gary Ayres will be a very, very happy man. They've come out with plenty of intensity tonight. Coming up, a great last quarter at an Amy Stadium. Showdown 15.
Tonight, traditional rivals clash at the G in one of the biggest games of the season. Carlton versus Collingwood with everything to play for tonight on Fox Footy Channel.
Sorry, Mick, but your car's cactus.
Fantastic.
Blocks cracked.
At last.
Transmission leaks. You little ripper. And even if I tighten... Oh, mongrel.
Nectar of the gods.
Mate, you need a new car.
Now we're in business.
Announcing Toyota means business. It's our biggest event of the year, so find any excuse to get unbeatable Toyota value right now.
They really do mean business.
Are you confused about where to invest your money these days? Property, shares, managed funds, cash? Well, why not invest in them all? With one of Colonial First State's diversified funds, you can do just that. 500,000 Australians trust Colonial First State to look after their money. But hey, we could always squeeze in one more.
When the siren sounded and scores are tallied, how did your team shape up on the weekend?
Biggest winning margin are on our 60-point winners.
Fox Footy Channel's expert team has all the answers on the winners, where you'll see the brave, the bold,
What a start for his career for the Saints!
the bizarre,
Look, I don't care about the final.
and the brilliant. The winners at the special time of 8:30 Sunday.
This May on Channel V, we've got all your musical food groups covered. We're serving up your fresh, juicy fruit, your meat and potatoes, your vitamins and minerals.
It's worth all the fuss. It's good stuff.
Your favourite sugary treats, and some butt-kicking stir-fry.
It's Kung Fu skills.
Get up, bump!
Son of a bitch. Hip-hop style.
This May, Channel V keeps the youth of Australia well fed.
Last week, a cake.
Our 300th edition on the edge.
A pie.
We're not too far from market at the moment.
And a cavalcade of footy legends.
You learnt in the halcyon days of football in Airport West.
The policeman didn't have a sense of humour at all, did he?
378 games, never suspended. The umpire was always right.
The AFL's only talkback television program.
Better than wing taps, Quentin.
Monday, bomber Matty Lloyd is here to take your calls, and Tony Shaw gives a black and white review of Round 7. White Line Fever, live 7:30 Eastern.
Hi, I'm Matty Primus. I used to think beating the Crows was the most fun you could ever have, but being a guest on Living with Footballers is even better.
They're the chicks behind the big sticks. Living with Footballers, Thursday on Fox Footy Channel.
It's been 55 years since I first walked onto this ground, and since then I've seen them all. The great ones, the would-be great ones, and the could-have-been great ones.
Now look at that drop kick go. He hasn't put a foot wrong with these so far. That's a 65-yarder.
Since then, of course, there's been tremendous changes in our great game.
What a quarter by the Cats! They're in
But there's one thing that never changes. I still love it.
Bob Davis, footy fan, part of the Fox Footy team.
Early in this game, they like the ball in this area.
Gary winning the tap. Holden has to go hard. Tyson stood his ground. Kicked off the ground.
Goal.
Was that McGregor? McGregor has kicked a big one.
Yes, Ken McGregor kicking his third goal and setting up the first winning third quarter for Adelaide, and they trailed by 6 points at quarter time. A wonderful second quarter got them a 27-point lead, and now they lead by 37 at three-quarter time. Darren Jarman knows what it's like to play in big games. Here he is with Mark Aston down on the boundary.
You ran straight out at three-quarter time and spoke to Andrew McLeod. What did you say to him?
Yeah, I just told Macca to keep going. He's finding the ball well at full forward, and I just told him to back himself in, kick through the ball, and keep going the way he is.
You'd be pretty proud of the way the forward line's functioning at the moment.
Yeah, I think the forward line's been very good. There's a lot of space out there. I was talking to Duck before, so everything's going well. We talked about winning the third quarter. We haven't won one this year, so we just won that, so hopefully we can keep going.
What's the deal?
It's all enough now. We're just going to have a crack.
Good on you, Darren.
No worries, mate.
Darren Jarman, of course, will be playing in the slowdown in June. Chris, if you're getting on the training track with him?
Yeah, we'll just sneak him into a forward pocket, let him do his bit of magic. In that third quarter, Rashudo, Stenglein and McLeod did their magic. 30 touches in the midfield to Port Adelaide, Wilson, Corns and Berger, and only 19. That was the tail. And they could have put it beyond doubt. The Crows missed a couple of opportunities at goal. But you've got to get the feeling they have momentum, and it's a long way back from Port Adelaide to be. And never say never, but it's going to be tough.
It would be the greatest comeback in showdown history. 37 points at three-quarter time. And they're away. Burgoyne slipped it to James. He's wrapped up in a tackle.
You said before the game, Adelaide had to hang tough for the whole game. Not just 2 quarters, 3 quarters. Play tough, hard, aggressive footy all game. They've done it for 3. Can they do it for 4?
Doughty, gang tackled. Quick whistle. Still yet to clear the centre square.
3 guys, what's the footy?
Blade was in the best spot, but somehow James got it. Treadrake gets to the front. Bassett with a high jump over the top of him. Came back second effort, Bassett, and slowed up the handball that was headed for Sean Burgoyne. He's still going, Bassett. Doughty, got to call out wide. McLeod needs to find the target. Beautiful kick. Perry can go over the top, probably should have to Massey. Hard running, not rewarded. Welsh. McGregor, Johncock back on the ground after a rest. Wanganeen did well. Away go Port. Plenty of players to the wide side. Look at this, 2 to 3. Jew knows he can get home from there. Stewie Jew hits the post. Hasn't been his night. One step, 60 metres. Not to be. First score of the final term for Port Adelaide.
Bassett goes short, finds McLeod. To Bassett. Getting back was Perry. Pinched that time by Wilson. Rockets the ball to Peter Burgoyne. First fumble of the night. He's got good hands, but first time tonight that he's fumbled.
Well, just again, the handball missing the target. 44,733 here for showdown 15. And it has been all Adelaide.
Crows by 38 points.
No, don't go. Don't go. You've got the free kick. Call it.
So Dowdy's got the free kick to Rashudo. He's had a big game. That's possession number 24 to the half-forward line. He was looking for McGregor. Pounced on by Burton. Good chasing that time. He was brought down by Salopek.
Drag him down.
But the free kick
He's got
comes
rid of
back
the
to
ball.
Burton.
He's got rid of the ball. He's dragged him down. He's got the kick.
Just explained to the young man. Burton goes wide. Good kick. Finds Jericho. It'd be pretty hard to stop and lead Jericho by that burst of pace he had in the second quarter.
No doubt about that. The kid's got good hands as well, knows where the goals are. Learning his craft. The Crows forward line just worked a treat tonight. Gary has rotated a few different players through there. Luke Jericho, one of those, got a chance to get his first.
Just playing his fourth game. He's kicked 2 goals for the season, yet to kick a goal tonight. This is a big one for the young man. He's missed. Let's go down the tip.
Cassisi's just come on for Stuart Dew, who went straight on the phone and not a happy man at all.
Bishop going long, getting plenty of distance, almost to the centre of the ground. That's a good mark. Port Adelaide mark, good call. Thurston's it was. Burgoyne running, using Wanganeen. The speedsters combined. Play on, good call. Bassett just clears it, gets it out of the danger zone. It may come back pretty quick though. Wanganeen, so good in these situations. James does well, goes wide, chance here for Port. Kane Corns, inside 50. Has he got it? He has!
Gotta say, Wanganeen was fantastic there.
Superb.
Well, he was. He hasn't had the best of nights. But when the game's in the balance, we look for somebody to stand up. Gavin Wanganeen did it on that occasion, won the loose footy. And with some pace and some talent, found a target. Roger James, as always, uses the ball beautifully, and Kane Corns knows where the goals are. They peg one back. They still need another 5, but they've got the important one.
Crows by 31 points, 14-15 plays 10-8.
They haven't been able to get back-to-back goals for a long time though, Port, have they? Crows have always had the answers.
Well, maybe this is their chance. Here's Lade, out of the centre square. Penetrating kick, in front. He's got it! The great man, Treadway.
How did he get that?
Well, he's big, he's strong, he stands his ground, he's got strong eyes, he doesn't take him off the ball.
He still didn't answer the question. How did he get it?
Because he's big and strong and stands his ground and has got strong eyes.
Look at that.
He kicked 5, kicked 3 in the first quarter.
Could he have been any closer, Nathan Bassett? Could he have done it any better?
3 in the first quarter, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Is this back-to-back goals for the Power? Yes! They're not done with yet.
Well, they have not been able to do that. I don't think since the first quarter. They just haven't been able to get back-to-back goals. Brendan Lade is a beautiful kicker of the football. And Warren Treadway in front, so strong. Nathan Bassett did everything right, just couldn't get hand the ball. That is pure class. And so is goal number 6. Door is still open.
Well, here we go. 25 points. Treadway becomes only the second Port player to kick 6 goals in a showdown. Can they get another one? James and Burgoyne. Denied by McLeod and Rashudo. How about that for talent? High ball. Corns! Outmarks Carey. The 2 big men for Port Adelaide. Making a statement. John Cock almost ran him down. Pat Forms. Good mark by Stenglein. He's been terrific. So McLeod. Ball kick. Stewie Dew. Oh, well done, Jericho. Stewie Dew though recovers, back inboard to Corns, may use Wanganeen, no to Dew. Can go to Treadway. Not quite, on the bounce. Handball should get cut off, it doesn't. Brogan to the advantage of Burgoyne. Wasn't clean, couldn't pick it up, it's still going. Henschel, going to be run down. Numbers for the Crows, and there's a whistle. Advantage played, Adelaide should run it out. Not much of an advantage, it'll come back.
Burgoyne was a bit stiff, wasn't he? The ball just wouldn't bounce up for him. Umpire Darren Goldsmith.
Well,
he recalled it because he called advantage and realised it wasn't.
Good call. Gee, would have been very interesting though, wasn't it? Burgoyne into an open goal. Brogan scored by late in the end. But there's a real sense of urgency amongst Port Adelaide at the moment. Let's head to Tiffany Cherry on the boundary.
The message is getting through. Mark Williams just saying to his team at the 3/4 time break, you've just got to kick goals, and they're responding.
Over the top, Perry, whistle, holding free kick. Adelaide's way. Gee, you confused me there. The umpire's running the other way.
But they've done it all night. They've been undisciplined tonight, Port Adelaide. Giving away too many free kicks.
Rashudo. It was a well-weighted kick. He found the run of Perry. He's on centre wing. John Cock wants it wide. He's booted 4. McGregor and Carey the targets. They're the long bomb targets. Carey wants it wide. In front was Edwards. Couldn't take it. Chance for Matner. Does the crumbing to Rashudo. Does the sidestep. Sides tracks. Wide to Carey. Big fist away from Corns. Good defensive play. Their forward line has been so dangerous tonight, the Adelaide Crows. Perry's booted 3 goals. 1 in each quarter so far. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Can he get another one? Keep that crown on his head. But Treadray's booted 6. Schofield somehow weaved his way out of trouble. Now the run comes. Wilson. Back to Corns to Bishop. Tumbles the ball forward. They need a lucky bounce. They get it. Bang! Stenglein was hit hard by Wilson and dumped also by James.
Again, a loose tackle from Port Adelaide. Their 10th free kick in the second half. They've given away. Adelaide only 2.
Rashudo looking for John Cock. Caught an attacker by Schofield. Ducks the head. Carey was looking for John Cock. Down goes Matner. McLeod back to Carey. The King. He's 60 metres out. Drills the ball in. He's looking for Bock. Now the rebound will come. Wanganeen, the old head. Can he set it up? Here's Treadray. Beautiful take on the half volley. Gives it across to Salopek. Drills the ball down. He's looking for Burgoyne. He's got 2 to beat. Begley played it well. Heads for the line. Happy to see it trickle over. We've got a boundary throw in. 74 plays, 99. The Crows by 25 points.
Been unobtrusive, James Begley, but done a very good job on Sean Burgoyne. Looked a live wire in the first quarter. Hardly sighted since.
You get the feeling though, Port Adelaide, they're going to come very hard in this last quarter. They've lifted the tempo. Much more intensity. Burgoyne. Marked by Salopek. He's right on 50. The young man goes short. Treadray. Goal number 7. He has missed. He nearly pulled a rabbit out of the hat. He's the danger man.
24 points now. And good defensive effort there. Just, of course, Treadray just took that kick.
That's his first minor score.
Yes. Still 12 minutes remaining in this final turn.
Far too early to be holding onto the footy.
50 metres.
Get disciplined tonight.
Simple as that. Umpire Derek Woodcock saying I didn't call play on.
History now.
Out wide is Burton. Onto his left. Deep. Carey. Beautiful kick. Might not have looked like it as soon as he kicked it, but he just hooked it on the disposal out in front of Carey.
And probably not his strength either, Brett Burton, his left leg.
There it is though.
But when it counted, thank you very much.
So, Wayne Carey. What a kick this will be from 50. Hooks it, still, no, just to behind. Kicked a beautiful goal from 50 in the third term, but just to behind there.
They have had some chances, Adelaide, to put this game beyond doubt. They have left the door open for Port Adelaide, plenty of time left.
Oh, yeah. Crowd sensing something. The power crowd just want the next goal. They are so loud. They're not going to get it from there. Gallagher, the tap to Bock. The youngster, round the body, out on the full. Gee, a reprieve for a very lazy kick.
Oh, was it ever. Adelaide's pressure has been fantastic all night.
Jared Schofield, the offender. And now we've got a decision touched off the boot. And we have a boundary throw-in. So still a chance for the Crows. Clark there first. Hot ball. Corns had it, lost it. Jericho round the body. Oh yes! Oh yes! Well, fantastic goal from Jericho. But I wonder who did touch it to cause that boundary throw in. Because Adelaide have cleaned it up and kicked the goal.
And they are just so good from that area. And there's the pressure we've seen all night. John Cock, Edwards forcing the loose ball. And as we've seen every night, so every time tonight, the loose footy, it's been a Crows player with first hand on the ball. Luke Jericho. Oh, they'll be celebrating tonight at his father's pub.
And I love seeing players just pick the ball straight up off the ground. Don't try and tickle it. Jericho.
Very similar to John Cox in the second term, wasn't it? Grab it, goal.
And both kick goals. Crows by 31 points. Wilson, tackled by Stengline, taken by the champ McLeod on the charge. Carey's going to be the target. Nearly took a one-hander. Carey to the goal line, kicked off the ground by Boff. He's got it. Boff has come off the bench. He's kicked a goal, his first goal of the night, and what a big one for the Crows.
And well, they might celebrate too. It's been a long time since they've had a lot to cheer about. Wayne Carey picks up the loose footy again, and a little bit of luck, well, you don't mind it, and they have every reason to celebrate.
Boff with a miraculous goal, really. I think he even surprised him a second.
But he claimed it.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you? 2 quick goals to Adelaide. And we've got a free kick going back to Port. It's going to Kasisi, and the Power crowd voicing their disapproval of not having had one for a while. 10 minutes remain. And all of a sudden, though, it's back out to 37 points, as it was at three-quarter time. Salabet. Short ball. Prosciutto, good spoil. Recovery is good. It's a hit in hope. It's a hit to the interchange bench. He's not happy with that ball. He wants a new one. What a game by the skipper. 30 disposals now. 13 in that third term. He's carrying on with that in this final term. Laid to do battle with Clark. Clark was laying it down towards Prosciutto. Couldn't quite get a disposal away. It'll sit now for Massey. Didn't see Kane Corns coming. Given the benefit of the doubt. Wilson. And Burton went to his wrong side there. Went to his right side. He chips it to Lade. Lade up forward. Who else? Warren Treadray lining up for goal number 7. You know, he's kicked 8 goals before in a game, but this will be his best against Adelaide. And the best by anyone, as I've mentioned a couple of times. Prosciutto off at the 15-minute mark again. Matty Clark off as well. And what a solo performance by the powerful man up forward for Port Adelaide. 40 metres. It's lucky 7. Goal number 30 for the season, making his charge on the Coleman medal and still making the charge for that Brownlow.
No doubt about it at all. He's been a stellar forward for Port Adelaide without doubt. The 2 captains from either team, just fantastic displays tonight. Treadray for Port, Prosciutto for the Crows. 7 goals in a team that's kicked only 12 is an amazing effort. Still pushing him along, urging him along, but it might be too late.
Well, they've still got time when you've got a man in front of the goals who's booted 7 goals. Still got nearly 9 minutes of action left. If you get a downwind, he's the danger man now to the Crows, as he has been all night. Here come the power. Ebert goes to the ground, bounces to his feet. Bode at the bottom of the pack. There's a ball up. It's just 30 metres from goal. Another quick goal to the power. And the adrenaline will be really flowing at Amy Stadium. Burton to do the ruck work, thumps the ball down. McLeod Just strode onto the ball. What a kick. Spears it into the chest of McGregor. Slowing things down. McGregor has had a big night. He's had it 15 times. He's kicked 3 goals. It's been a great duel with Chad Corns. Crossed to Doughty. Kicks the ball looking for John Cock. Those 4 goals in that second term just might have been the match-winning goals. Backing back. He was looking for Carey. That took courage from Kane Corns.
He's got plenty of that, that's for sure.
Now, can they set it up across half-back? It's a dangerous kick. Polton was equal to the task. Burgoyne runs very hard. Put him under a lot of pressure. It was thumped away that time by Begley. Wilson has to kick around the corner. It's a high ball. McLeod made it a contest. Taken by Begley. Back to Rashudo. Now the run comes from McLeod. Another great kick. McGregor just couldn't quite get there. Wilson tries to take it over. McGregor with a look away. Tried the impossible. Didn't come off. Just under 7 minutes left in this final term. Mark Williams and the Brains Trust looking on. They trail by 31 points. They've won the last 7 showdowns. They're looking defeat in the face. Corns. Kicks to a big pack of players. He's looking for Brogan. Rashudo with strength. Just pushed off his opponent. Gives it to Bock. Danger now for Port Power. Carey couldn't take it. Chance for a crummer. Tyson Edwards had it. Lost it. Great smother off the boot. Desperate play. And we've got a ball up 30 metres out from goal.
Been the real tale of the night, hasn't it? I mean, there were 4 consecutive loose balls there. Adelaide won every one of them. Port Adelaide just thumped at ground level tonight. Loose balls 56 to 33 in advantage of Adelaide. Totally dominant.
Hudson kicked off the ground by Wilson. Not too far. High ball. Corns. Perry claiming it. You won't get that. Still going. Amazing stuff. Wanganeen's got a stretch, and who better than the best and fairest from 2003.
Had a much better second half. Gavin Wanganeen, Graham Johncock all over him in that second quarter.
Well, Chris, at the start of the night in the preview, you said that McLeod and Rashudo had to get 30 each, and they had to hold Adelaide to 12 goals.
Well, let's cheer McLeod on. He's got 25.
Well, they've got 57 between them, and Port Adelaide have kicked 12 goals. You're a genius.
He says for a pay rise.
Cochrane, no fear. Treadray had to beat 2. Burton went back. Look out. Jews with him. Still a chance, Port. Sean Burgoyne round the body. This might go all the way. Bouncing, rolling, scoring. Make it 13, Chris. We've seen some terrific goals tonight. Some great individual efforts, some surprising goals off the ground, and that one just rolling through from 30 metres.
And once again, the precious Stewie Dew forces the loose ball. Sean Burgoyne pounces on it. It was everywhere in the first quarter, been quiet since. James Begley done a very good job on him. And they just got a silly chance.
Port Adelaide have dragged it back to a 25-point ball game. Still just over 5 minutes left. Hudson comes charging in for the Crows, taken by Peter Burgoyne. Waiting back is the Birdman. Burton, still inside the centre square, goes wide. Finds the run of Jericho, who looks a player tonight. A young man in a hurry. With coolness. For Carey, who's got the spring back in his legs tonight. Short, out in front, looking for Edwards, who lined up at full forward, changing with McLeod. It's been a great move by Gary Ayres. McLeod, speak of the devil, centering kick to Jericho.
Well, they'll be rocking in the Edithburgh pub, owned by the mother and father. I hope I've got it right. But it'll be bursting at the seams.
Let's hope so, so you can get a free meal.
It's an hour and a half to go, KB. It's a fair drive for a free lager and a free meal.
Has he stopped you before?
Jericho will be shooting from around about 47 metres. Leans back the young man. Throws the hands in the air. Straight through the centre. Two goals to Luke Jericho, both in this last quarter.
And they have had all the answers once again. Port get the goal. Crows have just had the answers, been able to find that next goal, the important one, the loose ball. Andrew McLeod, the kick to the hot spot. Sometimes you can just do it blind. McLeod just kicked the ball to the right area and the kid was in the right spot. Great goal.
Jericho with 2 in the last quarter, and a few Power fans deciding they need to beat the traffic. And given that there's 4 minutes remaining, the Crows lead by 31. Rashudo still leading from the front. Stolen by Kasisi. Salopek couldn't get boots the ball. Rashudo, get out of my way. To Hudson. John Cock running on for him is Gallagher. Wants it, doesn't get it. John Cock just slowing things down, trying to take a bit of intensity out of the game. He looks up to the time clock, says 25 minutes, so he knows where the game's at. And once again, Edwards on a good lead, and he is so good overhead.
He's got a very good vertical lead.
Very good. Super. Great above his head, as we said before, and the Crows have been able to hit their targets tonight. He takes his 7th mark, which is great work for a little fella. He's pretty keen. He's just out of his distance. With the use of the ball, a big difference tonight. Crows hitting their targets. Port, far too many errors.
Edwards again milking the clock. He's happy to let it run down. Play on the call. Oh well. To the goal square. Holding kick, Port Adelaide's ball.
Let's call it.
Brogan. No option whatsoever. To the long lead of Treadray, had to come all the way down, hasn't quite made it to him. Loose ball, Adelaide once again. Who else? Rashudo, Massey. A little bit of a jig, and that's a tough kick. Trying to thread it. 2 Port players collide. Play on the call. Adelaide from Bassett. What's he doing there? Bob. Rashudo. Stengline. They're mucking around with it. They're sharing it, and they're going to give it up. I knew they would. They haven't got clear yet, Port Adelaide. Stengline again. What do you make of that?
Not much.
Mark Rashudo, 35 disposals. Gone berserk.
It's been a great game by the captain. And it's been a big win tonight for the Adelaide Crows. Shocking performance against Geelong. They look down and out. They have bounced back tonight. Great intensity. All their good players have stood up tonight. And we heard before the start of the game Gary Ayres saying, well, if they couldn't perform in the showdown, it was just the game they needed to try and get their season restarted.
I think, KB, it's been the catalyst for a lot of resurgences for the Adelaide Footy Club in Malcolm Blight's time and Gary Ayres' first year as coach at the Adelaide Footy Club. Mark Rashudo, a key player in all those showdowns. He just loves this big occasion. A previous winner of the West End medal and a fair chance to make it number 2 tonight.
McLeod in game 200. Massey rockets the ball off to Rashudo. Possession 36. His long bomb is missed.
Only thing that's let him down is shot for goal. He's had 3 pings at goal from just outside 50. Sometimes he kick all 3. Tonight he's missed all 3. But 36 touches, 18 kicks, 18 handballs. A fair night's work from the skipper.
Wanganeen across half-back. Over 44,000 at Amy Stadium tonight. You see showdown 15. Ebert. It's on the half-forward line. Running with the flight of the ball. Here's Henschel. Have to say Treadray's been fantastic tonight. He's good at 7 goals. He's been a lone hand really up forward. And Gary Ayres feeling very, very happy and confident. He's shut up shop for the night.
Well,
Elvis has left the building.
And he deserves to enjoy it too, doesn't he? I mean, there's been no man more under the pump than Gary Ayres in Adelaide over the last 2 weeks, and he breathes a sigh of relief, and so he should. And he should savour this moment.
You've got me confused, KB. You've got Elvis leaving the building, you've got the King living in the forward line.
And he's the most popular man in Adelaide tonight, Gary Ayres. He's the Messiah. The Crows have won. A magnificent performance tonight. 119 to 87. It's a 32-point win. And he's pulled off a big win tonight. And the Crows are back in town.
Well, they certainly are, Kevin, and given the fact they were down by 6 points at quarter time, with Treadray on fire up forward, Treadray still managed to get 7 goals, but it was a wonderful team performance by the Adelaide Crows right across the board. Prosciutto and McLeod leading from the front, but McGregor, Carey, Edwards, Stengline, the list goes on. Terrific team performance. John Cock got 4 goals in the second quarter. Luke Jericho, 2 goals in the last quarter. Terrific young talent he's going to be, or he is now, and what a player he promises to be. Wonderful celebrations. They've broken a run of outs, 7 straight to Port Adelaide, and in McLeod's 200th game, he is very emotional. He knows how important the win is.
He certainly does, and he put all personal glory aside for the victory tonight.
Well, there's some sort of flare gone off in the crowd, so we won't worry. Not sure exactly why that happened, but we're just concentrating on the Crows at the moment. They've brought their season to 2 wins and 5 losses, and they've got it back here on Friday night to take on the Bombers. So another big game here at Amy.
They certainly have, and Essendon do not play well here at Amy.
Let's go down to Mark Aston.
Andrew McLeod, congratulations.
Thanks, mate.
Unbelievable. Bloody beautiful.
What a wonderful way to celebrate your 200.
Yeah, look, we've been on the pump a fair bit, and that was a special win by the boys, and one that we certainly go down as one of the best, I think. It's sensational.
There's been a lot of criticism and a lot of pressure put on the club and on you. How have you personally handled it?
Oh, mate, I don't read any of the stuff or listen to any of the stuff that goes on, so I just got to worry about what the coach says, and that's that becomes gospel in our world, and that's all I got to do. And if he says I'm going right, I'm getting right. And same as the boys, and we know that we've had 2 bad performances, but the rest have been okay. And today is a culmination of all those things.
The signs were good early, weren't they? The intensity was enormous from you guys.
Yeah, it was one thing that we focused on all week, is just to hunt them, because we've been hunted a fair bit of the time, and today was our turn to hunt someone else.
Congratulations, Andrew, and celebrate well.
Thanks, mate.
He's certainly well, and what a deserved winner. John Reid there with Ian Perry. And we talk about Gary Ayres being the Messiah. Well, what a terrific coaching performance in the way he set up his forward line, Chris.
Well, he coached fantastically tonight, pulled some great moves. Andrew McLeod savours the moment, and why shouldn't he?
The Adelaide Crows in Showdown 15, a terrific performance. They have won by 32 points.